out there so it won't happen, But I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. All right, we still have a lot more here in our pregame show to come. We'll come back in 3 minutes. We'll hear comments from head coach Jim Turner. Also break down this matchup a little bit more and get you set for the starting lineups and the kickoff at around 7 o'clock Central Time. Back in 3 minutes, this is Beaver Football.
My name is Lila Green, and I am a member of Beaver Broadcasting Network. BBN allows students to learn about technology, broadcasting, and communication while being involved in our community. BBN is partnering with Scott Community Foundation for Giving Day. Our goal is to raise money for new studio lights from November 1st to the 6th. You can donate to scottcf.org or in person at Scott Community Foundation office. Thank you for your support of student broadcasters.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. Visit us online at scottcf.org.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet and GMC dealership in Scott City.
Here this evening. Tough loss for you guys last Friday night against Holcomb at home here, 32-7, and it was a game where it was tight throughout. 6-0, you trailed at the break, and even down 18 going in the fourth quarter, you hit that touchdown. Still part of the game after you force a turnover, but then you guys do have another turnover, and they put it away with 2 more scores in the fourth quarter. Looking back, it just felt like just a lot of, I hate to say the phrase what ifs, but there was a lot of what ifs in that game last Friday night.
Yeah, we weren't very consistent. Hopefully tonight we can come out here and, beat Goodland and not have to beat ourselves too, in the process. So, we made a lot of mistakes, did a lot of things really, really well, but made a lot of mistakes. And of course that took a toll on us at the end of the game.
Yeah, you guys were right there. Had some good drives in the first half. I thought against a pretty good Holcomb defense, you were really able to move the ball pretty well.
Yeah, we kind of did everything we wanted but score. I mean, we controlled the time of possession, even with all of our penalties, all our motions, and backing us up. We overcame a 1st and 20, maybe even another 1st and 15. But, when you just keep piling on with the penalties and holding calls and then just errors that we had in other places, missed blocking assignments, dropping pass here and there, it makes it really tough. So, yeah, we for half the game probably played well enough to win.
Have had a lot of injuries, a lot of players out. Hopefully gets some of them back here. How's the practices been this week as, the team tries to regroup here?
Well, practice has been pretty good. We got a few guys coming back and had some more sickness this week, but they're back here, tonight. We did a lot of up-downs this week. Actually, Wednesday's practice, and we did a lot of up-downs for other errors, but not for the motion penalties, which we did plenty of early in the week. So trying to reinforce them, you got to be focused all the time, and if you're not focused, there's going to be a consequence. At practice, it's up-downs. In a game, it's a penalty, and you're going to back it up. So, that's kind of what we're trying to enforce is we got to get our mind in the right place and stay focused the whole game.
Once again, it is Coach Jim Turner here pregame. Scott City takes on the Goodland Cowboys, and they're a team that's in a tough situation as well. 2-4 on the year. Both teams come in tonight 0-2 in district play. They lose a heartbreaker there at Colby last Friday night, 28-24, and they were ahead at halftime and down 2 scores, but fell a little short in the end. But you take a look at Goodland, kind of a different group this year, a lot of new faces. They start a freshman quarterback, but they have some pretty good skill players.
Yeah, they're pretty explosive with their skill kids. Hopefully we can get after them early and, be really physical and take care of it here really quick and get them on their heels. And, they have struggled a little bit. So if you can do that early in a game, it usually helps out a lot. So we definitely don't want to be in the game in the fourth quarter. We want to take care of business early.
A couple of games there in a row there, you guys kind of had a hard time getting going offensively in the first drive. Last Friday, even though you didn't score, I thought it was a much better drive. Has there been kind of a little emphasis of, getting that better start?
Yeah, it's always been there. We just haven't done it. I think at Hugon we just came out really flat. We did get a drive going against Holcomb, and then we stalled out, and then we should have had the ball back. The officials were already tired of throwing flags, I guess, because they were offsides on the punt team, and we should have had a 1st and 10 right there, but it didn't get called. So, yeah, but we moved the ball really well last week. I mean, if we get rid of our mistakes, we'll put some points on the board.
A little in kind of uncharted territory here, down 2 games in the district to begin with 2 more to go here, including Goodland tonight. And have you felt the sense of urgency a little bit more, especially from the seniors?
Yeah, you're right. Our backs are against the wall. This isn't normal for us, but we got to finish off these 2 games really well and, get ourselves in the playoffs and a little win streak and playing much better is what we need.
This is game 100 as a head coach for you, Coach, coming into tonight here with Goodland, and you're the one of only 2 coaches in school history with 100 games as a head coach, you and Coach O'Neill, and that's kind of an interesting stat. I was a little surprised at seeing here the other day.
Yeah, I had no idea. So you always bring up lots of interesting stuff about how old I am. So, Coach O'Neill's older, though, so I still got that going. But, yeah, it's been a lot of fun over the years, and we've had a lot of really good kids to coach, and that's what's made it so fun. And kind of getting to see them grow up and come back, that's always a treat. But, I had no idea. So it's just not a game.
So week 7 here, and Scott City is in Goodland tonight taking on the Cowboys. Coach Jim Turner here pregame. And, Coach, thanks for the time, and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks.
That was Scott City Beaver Coach Jim Turner. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with you and Berta Benz in Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup. Also bringing starters, keys of the game, and the kickoff after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Local Scott City's hardware store. We love giving back to the community, and this month is no exception. Customers will have an opportunity to round up to the nearest dollar with donations going to the fire department. So come in, shop, and round up to the nearest dollar with donations going to the fire department. If you're a nonprofit and would like to participate in the future, reach out to your local Scott City hardware store. Thank you for shopping with us, as always, and don't forget to ask what we could help you find today.
At First National Bank of Scott City, we look forward to helping you manage your finances with our quick, secure, and convenient online banking service. Not only can you check your daily account history and spot fraud, you can also set e-alerts that will notify you if your account balance drops below an amount that you have chosen. Send notifications when your statement is available and when your loan payment is due. Don't forget about online bill pay. Check it out at fnbscott.com or come see us at First National Bank of Scott City. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Preparation pays, on the field and in life. I'm Michael Trout with State Farm in Scott City. If something happened and you weren't here tomorrow, would your family be provided for? Life insurance is just the right thing to do, the way to be prepared. Stop by or give us a call at Michael Trout State Farm. We can work with you to find the best life insurance plan to fit your need or to make sure you have enough. This isn't something to put off another day. On the field of life, be prepared. Michael Trout, State Farm, Scott City.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You can purchase firearms in many places, but do you get the service and questions answered by someone who wants you safe and knowledgeable? That's why people go to Dr. Holderman at Scott City Guns in Scott City, Kansas. Shooting firearms can be both fun and challenging, and whether you are hunting, target shooting, shooting clay targets, or just plinking, they have accessories, ammunition, and target needs. Check them out on the web at scottcityguns.com or stop by West Highway 96, Scott City. Purchase from someone you trust.
I am here with Lindley and Odessa to find out about Plain Jan's promotional items.
Hey Adam, my sister and I can't wait to tell you all about Plain Jan screen printing.
So what items does Plain Jan screen print?
T-shirts, sweatshirts, towels, koozies, tank tops, tea towels. Don't forget about the famous Plain Jan gloves, hoodies, stocking caps.
So pretty much anything you want your name on.
They can also get pins, cups, flashlights, knives. She talks a lot.
So who can use it?
Ball teams, employee gifts, family.
Next Friday at home against the Colby Eagles. That'll be Scott City's final home game of the year. But we take a look at this matchup here. It's been a one-sided affair over the last few times. This is meeting number 54 for Scott City. They hold a pretty dominating advantage, 42-11. They've won the last 21, and including 12 in a row here in Goodland. And it's just hard to believe it's been that one-sided. Goodland's had some good teams, but Scott City's just been a little better in some of those.
Yes, it has. In those close games, there's, in the last 10 years, there's been a lot of runaways in this game. Scott City winning big. But occasionally, and is it really a rivalry if the other team never wins?
Yeah. No, they've had some pretty good athletes, but Scott City's done pretty good as well. But this matchup, you have Coach Jordan Mosier in his 5th season. Of course, he's a Meade graduate, and his dad is Scott Mosier, who's now a golf coach for the girls at Fringe University there in Wichita. So that's a pretty cool thing there. But he's had Jordan's done a good job of this program, trying to build it back up, and really has done well in the weight room. But it's kind of starting off with Scott City. That was a game that they felt like they let slip away. If they get a couple scores there in that first half, that's a totally different ball game.
Which game was it?
Scott City and Holcomb.
Oh, absolutely, Adam. If we could have, when you miss out on opportunities, and I heard you guys, I was listening. When you miss out on those opportunities, you never get them back, and it can come to bite you in that fourth quarter.
And it kind of did. Scott City trailed 18-0, but even at 18-7, they got the first points of the first second of the fourth quarter. Their first seconds got the touchdown, then they get a pick, and thinking, all right, they still got a chance. There's maybe 2 possessions worth, and you need 2 possessions to win the game. But unfortunately, a turnover kind of ended that, and Holcomb would end up scoring a couple more times there in that fourth quarter to kind of put the game away. But we've seen really Drew Metzger doing a pretty good job of throwing the football around this year. Yeah, he had 3 picks, but overall I think he's been throwing the ball pretty well and been pretty good in his decision-making. Caden and Matthew and Peyton in the backfield have been pretty good, and I think that's where Scott City's going to rely on a lot tonight is that backfield.
Well, didn't he throw for over 200 yards last week?
Yes, he did. 209 or almost 200 yards. Yeah.
So we know that's available. Coach Turner, he'd prefer to have 200 yards rushing and 100 yards passing. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I don't know what'll happen tonight if we're going to run, pass, or we're going to try it all. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what'll be the effective thing.
But, yep, Scott City, of course, had Aiden Durango catch a couple of passes. Cooper Irvin was pretty big in the receiving department. One of those that's going to be moving to right tackle tonight is Mickey Gossman, the 200-pound junior. He caught a couple passes, but with Reed Felker out of the lineup for at least 2 more games, Mickey will be there at the right tackle, and he'll be wearing number 78 instead of 88 here tonight. But offensively, Scott City still moves the ball pretty well. They were just below their season average last week at 364 yards. But, that many yards and only 7 points to show for it, it just shows probably the big key tonight for them, and probably what's been talked about all week, got to be able to finish drives.
Got to finish drives. You can't quit turning the ball over. 3 interceptions, it's just part of the deal. Hey, I was really excited to hear Coach Turner say the word up downs for mistakes in practice. Yeah, that sounded cool. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, they did up downs when they made some mistakes, maybe missed blocking assignments or turnover, or they moved early, pre-snap penalties. Up downs, the whole team had to do 5 up downs in practice earlier this week.
Oh, we're trying
for each one, yeah.
Focus in, boys, focus in. Oh, I love it.
Yes. But, this is a team that Scott City defensively, they gave up 469 yards of offense to Holcomb, but 300 of those were on the ground, 161 through the air. They had some good moments on defense. They forced a couple of turnovers, but Holcomb really struck big with some big plays. And on those plays, you look back, it was just like the 82-yard touchdown run by Cranston in the third quarter. That was a little bit of over-pursuing, and same with the touchdown run by Cosner, a little bit of over-pursuing, but those are very correctable things.
Well, the one that I saw was that one in the third quarter where he went 50 yards or something with the ball, and he looked pretty impressive when he was running with that football.
But Scott City will be a little bit different. They'll move Blaze Gossman back into the linebacking core. He practiced that for the first time last week. He never played that before, a linebacker, interior linebacker. He's learning the pass coverage more than anything else in the run coverage. But you'll have probably Mickey or Kaleb Beaton in that defensive tackle spot tonight. But also Brennan Cook's going to get a start. We may see Brody Holstein. He was out last week because of some sickness, but he is suited up and has gone through warm-ups. We'll see if he does end up playing tonight or not. On the other side for Goodland, this is a team that turned early in the season. I mean, like fourth quarter of game 1 because of an injury to Jackson Miller, who started week 1 at quarterback against Ray. They go to the freshman Reed Kier. He is a cousin of the Lincoln Kier in that family. So 2 different Kier families, but first cousins there. But he's had a pretty good freshman campaign. He threw 4 touchdown passes last week against Colby in their loss. He threw a pick 6, though, as well. But he's thrown for 652 yards, 6 touchdowns. And you look at 10 interceptions, you think, okay, 10 interceptions, there may be some opportunity for some turnovers for us.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he's a freshman, too.
Yes.
I watched him. He's a left-handed thrower, and he really throws a nice football. But still, as a freshman, you would think that Bergner could step in and get one of them.
And Goodland has been a little bit more of a run team this year. They've had more rushing yards than they do passing yards, which has been very unorthodox for Goodland in years past. But they average 138 yards on the ground, 115 through the air. But they had 270 yards against Colby last week in their loss. And one kid you have to kind of watch out for in that backfield or wherever, even probably on kickoff returns, is senior Chayton Goodwin. He returned 2 kickoffs for a touchdown in week 1 against Ray. So he has that track speed as well. But, Scott City does have maybe the speed to match him as well on the field here.
Yeah, I saw those on a highlight somewhere, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really did look fast when he was running those. But, that's kind of – surely we're probably ready for that, I'll bet.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Defensively, Goodland will run a 3-4 look, and they've got a big junior Braden Fisher there at nose guard, but they do run a 3-4, get more of their skilled player, get athletes out on the field. Their 2 offensive linemen are interior linebackers in that 3-4 look, and they do give up quite a few yards on the ground, nearly 200 yards a game. And they've given up an average of 21 points, but their schedule was Ray. They lost to them 42-21. They shut out Southwestern Heights 68-0, Oakley 7-0, and lost to Holcomb, Ulysses, and then Colby in their last 3 ball games. And then they will play at Hugoton to wrap up the regular season next week. But They score 24 points a game, give up 21. So it's going to be interesting to see tonight how this matchup ends up being here with how the teams respond after being 0-2 in district play here.
I agree totally, Adam. That's one of the biggest things. Curious how they're going to respond. And it goes for both teams. I'm just really curious how it plays out.
All right. And we will take a 2-minute timeout for right now. We'll come back with starting lineups, keys of the game, and the opening kickoff. We'll do it here in 2 minutes. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Tired of waiting weeks for your imaging appointment? Scott County Hospital Imaging provides quick, reliable imaging when you need it. From MRIs to mammograms, ultrasounds to CT scans, with a full range of advanced imaging services.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with a knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
You wouldn't trust a doctor to give your family a one-size-fits-all prescription, so why settle for a one-size-fits-all seed? At Circle C Farms, we partner with Beck's, America's largest family-owned seed company, serving farmers for 5 generations. Order early and save with Beck's commitment rewards and early order discounts. Plus, take advantage of flexible financing options, including 0% financing. Circle C Farms and Beck's, the seed that fits your farm and your future.
The world needs more farmers. People who know the land. People who support rural communities. People who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
He'll be there tonight for the first time. Aiden Trangle will be at wide receiver. Kaleb Beaton, the senior center. Emilio Contreras and Easton Eisenhower, the left and right guards. Blaze Gossman and Mickey Gossman, the left and right tackles. The Gossman sandwich on the line there tonight for Scott City. The Goodland Cowboy defense, Jordan Moser in his 5th season in Goodland. He's 12-29, 7th year overall as a head coach. He was at Chaparral for 2 years prior. It'll be freshman quarterback Reed Cure. The running back will be Shayton Goodwin. He's a senior. The wide receivers, you get 3, make that 2 seniors and 2 juniors. Jackson Miller and Carter Yost are the junior wide receivers. Braylon Mole, he's one to kind of keep an eye on along with Miller. And Dominic Conde, they have a lot of their receptions this year. Conde with 4 receptions this year. He is another wide receiver. The senior, Luke Thomas, is a center. Gavin Price, the senior left guard. Ethan Herenick is the right guard. A junior. Jaron Smades is the left tackle, and J.D. Luters is the right tackle for the Goodland Cowboys. Those are your starting lineups presented by Security State Bank. Let's head over to Tim here for Keys of the Game, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout.
A prayer that is said in pregame or postgame is the Lord's Prayer, or Our Father. The Our Father is the first 2 words of that prayer, and it means He is the Father of us all, black, white, brown, red, or yellow, rich or poor, Republican or Democrat, Catholic or Protestant. That sets the tone for this is our team. You see, one guy can't do it by himself in the game of football. This past several weeks, we've had several injuries. We've had replacements playing in several spots. The guys standing on the sideline need to be ready to play at a given notice. No excuses. Just teamwork is the key to winning.
All right, those are your keys of the game here, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. Sun is set here in Goodland. It is cooled off quite a bit here in Goodland as our temperatures are right before kickoff here, right around 66 degrees. Southwest wind right now at about 7. They'll have a frost. They've got a frost watch, or freeze watch actually, tomorrow night here. As that's the temperatures here. Scott City won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, so that means it'll be the Goodland Cowboys on defense or on offense here to start. As we're here on KSKL Scott City. Other games tonight, Holcomb and Hugoton. That should be a battle. A 6-0 team should be a good one down in Hugoton. They'll be kicking off here momentarily. Also out of league, Colby is at Lakin. We'll see the Eagles at home next Friday night. And then Ulysses, they're done with the league teams. They're going to be at Liberal tonight, taking on the Redskins. So that's what way things look here tonight. But here we go. Gorgeous night.
What I want to know is, have you got a direct line to that Hugoton Holcomb score?
If not, I'll try to get one here.
Okay, I hope you do.
All right.
I'm curious.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good one.
Yes, I think so too.
But Scott City tonight will be wearing those road white uniforms. They've got the Columbia blue helmets and the pants, the Columbia blue numbers with the navy blue trim, the SC decal on the sides, and the jersey numbers on the back there. Goodland tonight, they will be in their home black uniforms. They've got the gold numbers, letters. They got the black shirts, black pants, black helmets. The G, I like to call it the America's Team Green Bay logo like on the side of their helmets. And there we go.
That Green Bay ownership is coming out of you.
Oh, of course. That's the only way to go, man.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can take down the Cardinals of Arizona on Sunday. But anyways, we're ready to go here at Cowboys Stadium. Pablo Solos back to kicking off. K. John is unavailable tonight for Scott City. Hopefully he is able to come back in a couple of games. Deep to return for the Cowboys of Goodland. That'll be Braylon Mole and Chayton Goodwin. A couple of pretty good speedsters there to return the kick. Hope you enjoy the broadcast here on KSKL Scott City as we're just at the top of the hour here. This is Scott City's final road game of the regular season, Goodland's final home game of the regular season as well. Just waiting on the clock to get set at 12 minutes. And, well, we got to turn some lights off in the west end zone.
Oh, there's a car. Doesn't look like anybody's sitting
I don't think anybody's sitting there, but nice white Cadillac there. Oh, the passenger's trying to turn it off. Somebody just go unplug the battery. No.
Well, no, you
I'm kidding.
Turn that little knob.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
I think the official may have reached in there and taken care of the business.
He did, because there's nobody in the driver's seat.
All right. Well,
probably his car.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But Scott City will defend the west end zone here in this first 12 minutes. The sun's not going to be a factor, as it's already set behind the high school to the west. We're in the Scott City bleachers. There's a high end over kick. This will be returned by Mole at his own 9-yard line. Goes right side 10, 15, shoots through there, 20, 25, 30. 35 to the 38-yard line. He was brought down by Easton Eisenhower and Peyton Bergner. So near the 39-yard line for the Cowboys, and a good field position for them.
He looked like he was going to break through there for a moment, but Scott City did a good job of catching him at the – he tackled at the 38, about the 35 is where they first hit him.
Yep, well, officially marked this 39. It's over on the Cowboys side, right hash mark. They will spread out with two receivers to the left, one to the right. They got a wing back to the right. Pistol set up here for the freshman Reed Keir on 1st and 10. They send that man in motion. That's Johnston, Michael Johnston. Now they send another man in motion, and it's going to be an option play. It'll be a pitch. Keeping himself will be Keir as he gets across the 45, and he's brought down right there by Emilio Contreras at the 46 for a gain of 7 on first down. So Goodland goes to the ground game where they've been pretty decent at times this year, 2nd and 3.
That was a true option too, Adam. They had he faked it to the fullback. He had a pitch man there ready. And then in warm-up, I saw him do run-pass option off that thing too.
Yeah, he'll do that quite a bit as well. 2nd and 3, just underway, no score. Goodland's second play of the series. Right now at the Cowboy 46-yard line, a 4-receiver set 2-by-2. One man in the backfield is Goodwin. On second down, Kier back to pass. Steps up, throws it down the seam. Man wide open is going to be caught and then trapped by Miller at the 20-yard line. He had it wide open down the seam, and Scott City catches a break, and it's 3rd and 3.
Took his eye off the ball at the last second. And if he would have just stepped one step closer to the middle of the field, he'd have caught it with his chest. But instead it was like right out in front of him. Hit both hands, but he took his eye off of it. That's why he tried. I think he looked at the defender that was about to hit him.
This year, Goodland is 37% on third down. The Scott City defense is 31%. It's 3rd down and 3. Goodland, ball on the Cowboy 46-yard line. First minute of the ball game, no score. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and they move the blocking back, or the wing back to the left now on 3rd and 3. They send Braylon Mole in motion. Look for an option keeper. It's up the middle, and it's going to be close to a first down. I don't think he got it at the 48-yard line. It'll be about inches shy of the first down. Eisenhower, and I believe that was also Wiebe on the stop. Be short of a first down, it looks like, at the 48-yard line, 4th and about a half a yard.
Yeah, I agree. We have the perfect spot to look at, and it's definitely short, but not by much.
Scott City's defense, 25% on 4th down. Goodland's offense is 38%, but this is a very manageable 4th and a yard. 10:30 to go, first quarter, no score. Opening drive of the ball game as they bring Chayton Goodwin out of there. Goodland taking their time in the huddle as they break with 2 receivers to the left, a wing to the left, a receiver right. Under 10 to snap it here as they move Johnston in motion from left to right. Now they move Goodwin in motion. Low snap. It's going to be a keeper by Kieran. He's got the first down into Scott City territory. Takes it all the way to the 45-yard line. Follows his lead blocker, left guard Gavin Price, and his center, and it's a gain of about 7.
Well, he had that ball just held by one hand and arm, that left. And Scott City kids were kind of pulling on that arm. I thought for a minute there he was going to lose the ball.
2 minutes into this game, Goodland converts on a 4th and a yard. They get about 7 yards to the 45 of Scott City toward the left hash mark. Goodland will split 1 receiver left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield, a wing to the left as well. From the Beaver 45, they move that wing back now over the right, pre-snap, and now they send Mole in motion from right to left. It's going to be an option play right side. They're going to be hit by Keurig, hits it across the 40, and is tackled at about the 36. He gains 9 on first down. Wiebe on the tackle for Scott City, but a gain of 9 on first down, and it's 2nd and a yard.
He don't look like a freshman running the team, does he, Adam?
He does not.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's been playing it all season because you said their original quarterback got injured in the first game of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's been playing all season, but, boy, he's very confident about what he's doing.
Scott City on their opening drive here on defense. Goodland 4 rushes and 1 plays all the rushes by Reed Cure, who came in rushing it 51 times this year. He has 4 carries and 25 yards. 2nd and a yard. 8:48 here in a scoreless first quarter opening drive. 4 receivers set. They'll move Dominic Conde in motion from right to left. He'll be back to pass. Looking right. Pass is going to be caught and then dropped again at the 29-yard line, and Jackson Miller drops the ball. He would have had a sure first down in front of Brendan Cook, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and a yard.
Wow. And that hit that kid right in the chest, and he was open.
Yes, he was.
It wasn't like Scott City had hands in front of him or anything. I can't believe he dropped that baby. If I'm Cure, I'm disgusted with my receivers.
Yeah, I'm sure Miller is disgusted with himself as well. It's 3rd and a yard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, Cowboys will send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 in the backfield. They'll move Goodwin a little bit over to the left. Now they'll send Miller in motion, and it'll be an option play. Keep it. Pitch is going to be late. Goodwin bobbles it, but has to fall on it back at the 38-yard line. He does recover it. That was blown up by Scott City immediately, and now it's going to bring up, let's see, boy, they're going to say it's an incomplete pass.
That's what I think.
Okay, it is an incomplete pass and 4th and a yard.
Well, my first thought was that's a good call because the ball carrier did not catch it and it hit the ground. He treated it like it was a fumble, but I don't think it was a lateral at all. I think it was forward.
So this is another 4th down attempt. This is the 8th play of the drive for Goodland. 4th and a yard once again. They converted their other 4th and a yard first time around. They'll send man in motion and keeper by Cure, and he leans forward. Second effort will get the first down to the 34-yard line. He'll gain about 3 on that play as he got hit from behind by Couchman, but Goodland with 2 fourth-down conversions on this drive. Their 9th play of the drive coming up with 8.5 to go first quarter.
The hit from behind helped him get across that line.
Yep.
But that's okay. You still got to knock him down, get him to the ground.
So Brody Holstein enters the game, and good to see him back out on the field. But 9th play of this drive, this feels like a vintage Meade drive where it's a lot of plays, chews up some time.
Yes, it is.
But different formation. They'll move the wing back over to left. 1st and 10, Goodland, Scott City 34. Mole in motion as he goes to the backfield. It'll be an option, and it'll be kept by the fullback this time, and he'll gain a couple to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3 on first down. That is Chayton Goodwin for a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7.
Nothing fancy about what Goodland's doing here. There's been no misdirection, no reverse, no nothing. It's just coming right at you, Scott City.
This is a 4.5-minute drive. This will be play number 10 of this drive. All the yards on the ground for Goodland. The last 2 second downs, they've passed the ball, but they were 2nd and short both times. So this is a 2nd and 7 this time. Look, pass situation here at the 31 of Scott City. No score, 7:20 to go first quarter. Opening drive for the Cowboys as they send Mole in motion. It'll be a play fake, back to pass, under duress, and Cure does get by one. Now he steps up in the pocket, finds a man open. It's going to be Johnston for the catch. 20. Inside the 20, down into near the 11-yard line. He found a hole in the middle that time, and it is a big pickup of the play of 20 yards and a first down.
Well, Cure did a good job eluding the Beavers who got in the backfield there. And then it was, if he couldn't have run. We had him trapped, but then he saw that kid wide open in the middle of the field. Nice pass. Good catch.
1st and 10. They'll mark this at the 11-yard line of Scott City. 6:50 to go first quarter, no score. The 11th play of this drive for Goodland. They've converted 2 fourth downs. And just this first down moments ago, Johnston, who just caught the pass, will be in motion. Now they move Goodwin in motion. Or correction, that's Mole. It'll be keeper up the middle for Goodwin. Gets tripped up near the 10-yard line. He'll gain a couple on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yep, that was the first start of the option. Just give it to the fullback. Let him go right up the middle. Picked up a couple.
See, Goodland wants to just spread you out and run it up the middle.
That's exactly right, Adam. You said, in pregame you were talking about how they've thrown the ball so much in the past, and they definitely are spreading guys from sideline to sideline with wide receivers, but then all they've pretty much done is run right at us.
2nd down and 8, they say. Ball at the 10 of Scott City after that 2-yard gain. Movement around, under 10 to snap it here for Reed Cure. 5:50 here in a scoreless first quarter opening drive. This will be an option play. They'll fake the pitch, and Cure will lose a couple yards. Easton Eisenhower brought him down at the 12. Caden Couchman slowed him down initially. It's a loss back to the 12, and it'll set up a 3rd and about 10.
Well, you'd think they're going to throw it. Do they kick extra points?
They do, yep. Okay. They haven't. I don't believe they've attempted a field goal all year.
Well, at the moment, it'd be kind of a long one, close to 30 yards. So.
Yep. 3rd down and 10, 12-yard line. This is about a 7-minute opening drive here for Goodland, no score. Scott City defense needs to get 2 more stops here as it's a 2-by-2 set from the middle of the field, 12-yard line, 3rd and 10. Back to pass is Cure. Steps up, throws it, and the seam pass is going to be caught. Touchdown, Goodland. Jackson Miller in the middle of the end zone, and it's 6-0 Goodland with 4:59 to go first quarter.
I thought we were going to have a Scott City kid. He was headed that way, and I thought he was going to beat the ball there and get the interception or the knockdown, but it didn't happen. Jackson Miller, wide receiver, junior for Goodland, catches it for the touchdown.
So Goodland leads early 6-0. Michael Johnston will kick the extra point. He is 10 of 15 on extra points this year out of the hold of Zane Brigham. Good snap placed down. The kick is on the way, and it splits the uprights. Goodland on their opening drive takes over 7 minutes and leads 7-0. 4:59 to go first quarter. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Beaver football.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Berta Benz and sales associates Sam Giesick and Joni Stegman today.
Football brought to you tonight by Winterland Farms, Wilkins Physical Therapy, White's Food Liner, Wheatland Electric, Western State Bank, Western Kansas Insurance Service, also Volgamore Family Farms, Turner Sheet Metal, and True North Cafe and True North Cattle Company. That drive, Goodland would go 13 plays, 62 yards, and 7:01. That was the opening drive of the ball game. They converted 2 fourth downs, and the only third down they converted was that 12-yard strike to Jackson Miller in the middle of the end zone. The extra point was good, and it's 7-0 for Goodland here. So
no penalties.
No penalties.
There are places.
Yeah.
So
that was earned all the way.
Yes, it was. Kicking off for Goodland here, it's going to be Hernick. He kicks him low normally. And this will be scooped up at the 28-yard line by Irvin. Gets it across the 30 to about the 34-yard line, and that's where Scott City will start. It's in decent field position, but right now in a 7-0 hole with 4:53 to go first quarter.
Well, they kept the ball away from us. Boy, we need to do something and not have a 3-and-out here. We got to move the ball.
So 34-yard line, almost the 35. We'll call it actually 35 as it's past the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Junior quarterback Drew Metzger will get ready to tell his team to play here momentarily.
What are we waiting on?
I have no idea.
TV timeout?
Yeah, only in college. Now here we go. They'll spread out, and now here we go. Pistol wing team, the wing to the right. It'll be a handoff up the middle to Matthew Wheeler. Gets about 4 on first down, almost 5 to the 40-yard line. He'll gain about 5 on first down as Scott City drove that pile forward, and it'll bring up 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Well, we knew that Scott City, I just knew in my mind, Coach Turner saying we're going to come out and run the football.
2nd and 6, 39-yard line of Scott City, 7-0 Goodland. Under 4.5 to go first quarter, man in motion. That's Bergner with the carry. Falls his lead blocker and gets a first down across the 45 to the 48-yard line. He will gain 9 on 2nd down, and that is a Scott City Beaver first down.
Nice play. Nice block. Boy, we had a lot of guys at the point of attack moving downfield through the linebacker to the safeties.
48-yard line, middle of the field, 1st and 10 on Scott City's side. The wing to the left, the offside eye with the pistol. This will be a catchment carry. Sidesteps 150, lowers his shoulder, gets it into Cowboy territory, and 3 players pick him up at the 46-yard line. That is a gain of about 7 for number 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He had 3 guys on him, and they still didn't get him to the ground, Adam.
No.
This Couchman kid he amazes me.
He's tough.
He is tough. He's strong. Got to be really strong.
2nd and 4. Trango split to left. Man in motion. This will be a carry for Wheeler. Gets by 1, and he will be brought down for about a gain of a yard to the 45, setting up a 3rd and 2. Leading the charge that time for the Goodland Cowboys was Ethan Herenick.
Herenick. That sounds like Atwood.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some relation along the way.
Oh, they're probably all over northwest Kansas.
Yes.
I sure remember some Herenicks playing good football from Atwood.
Scott City this year on 3rd down, they are 36%. Goodland's defense just 29%. Triangle will be split to left on 3rd and 2, 45-yard line of Goodland. 7-0 Cowboys, 3 minutes to go first quarter. This will be a carry left side for Cashman. Turns it upfield, 1st down. Breaks through it, almost broke as he takes it to the 35 of Goodland. Herenick slowed him down. If he does not make contact, that might be 6 points.
Couchman or Bergner or Wheeler, I'm telling you, you can see it coming. One of them 3 is going to break one and go all the way.
Irvin will line up as a receiver to the right from the Cowboy 35 left hash mark. Under 3 to go first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Pistol setup. This will be a Wheeler carry. Will go right side with it inside the 30-yard line and gets about 8 on first down to the Goodland 27-yard line. Gavin Price on the tackle. 2nd and short coming up after that 8-yard carry.
Oh, we look like a well-oiled machine here at the moment. We're chunking off big chunks.
Yes, all 6 plays of this drive have been on the ground. here with 2:20 to go. Fast-moving first quarter. 7-0 Goodland. The Beavers trying to respond back. Weeby a tight end to the right side. 2nd and 2, 27-yard line. Catchment in motion. Here's a trap play. This is Bergner right up the seam. 20, 15, bounce it out to left. 10, 5. He's got reservations for 6. Touchdown, Scott City. Beaton Bergner 27 yards to the house, and the Beavers are 1 point away from tying it with 2:02 to go first quarter.
That was kind of delayed into the right side of the line, and then he cut it back to the north side of the field. And his speed, they couldn't catch him. Never was touched.
Pablo Salas in to kick the extra point. He is 13 of 16 on the year out of the hold of Aiden Tarango. 2:02 to go first quarter. Good snap placed down. The kick is on the way, and it wobbles through the uprights. 7-7. 2:02 to go first quarter. Will return in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
First National Bank of Scott City. One of the few places left that you could call today and speak with a person and be greeted at the door with a friendly face. Come see us at First National Bank, where you will feel at home. Let us help you with your banking needs, whether it be setting up a checking account, savings account, CD, or getting a loan for that new vehicle or home you have been dreaming about. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
And a record, and how about that? That was just punch you right in the mouth type of drive for Scott City. And a record, and how about that? That was just punch you right in the mouth type of drive for Scott City.
Oh, that we needed that, Adam. I mean, they did it to us. Now we've done it back. Now what we need to happen is Scott City defense shut one down here and get the ball back.
So both teams have scored on their opening drives. Here's the Salas kick. It's angled right side. This will be returned by Goodwin at his own 13-yard line. Will go right on the return, across the 15, and Cashman will bring him down at the 16-yard line. Nice pursuit that time, and Goodwin a little slow getting up after that play. He's had ankle injuries this year, and the senior on senior night will limp off the field, and good pursuit that time, and Scott City stayed in their lanes that time.
Yeah, we hope he's not injured badly.
There's
a flag.
I did not see that. Brad Taylor, the white hat, calls a penalty on Goodland. This will be a half the distance to the goal. Instead of Goodland starting at their own 16, it looks like they're going to be possibly starting at their own 8-yard line.
Boy, we totally missed that. So
I did not.
Personal foul even so.
Well, Scott City's were low enough here at Goodland where the officials were blocked by the Scott City players that were out on the field. So they do mark that. Actually, it's a holding, not a personal foul. That probably is more like it. So it's at the 9 officially. That's the first penalty of the night, and it was a spot foul, so it's a 9-yard penalty at the 9. 1st and 10 for Goodland. Tied at 7. They have one receiver split wide to the left here, 2 over to the right, and a pistol back as well. They'll send a man in motion. That is Mole. Reed Keir, the freshman, will hand it off up the middle on first down to, as it takes it across the 10 to maybe the 11 on first down from the 9. I believe that's Connor Collette, the carrier, as Mickey Gosman of the tackle. 2nd down and about, we'll call it 9 from the 10.
Well, this will be a great position to stop Goodland, get them to punt the football to us, because we would have really good field position out of this. And they are backed up against the wall. I can't imagine him wanting to throw the football at him down here this close to the end zone.
2nd down and 9, 10-yard line of Goodland, 7-7, under 80 seconds to go first quarter. The Cowboys will split 2 out to the left, 2 to the right. Kier will be back to pass there on 2nd down, looking left the entire way. The pass is going to be too high for the intended receiver, Braylon Mole, at around the 20-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9.
So much for what I think,
what
their coach thinks. And that kid was open.
He was.
Quarterback didn't get him the ball. I mean, just, a couple feet off. Didn't look like he had the real spiral that he's had on most of his ball. That one looked more duckish.
Let's see if Scott City dials up the heat on 3rd and 9. Goodland 1 of 3 on 3rd down, but that one that they converted was worth 6 points. They have 90 yards to go to the end zone here. It's 3rd and 9 to 10 with 69 first quarter seconds remaining. Miller in motion, who caught that touchdown pass. A low snap is rolling to his left as Keary slips. Still lose one as he rolls out to left a little more. Now fires it up for grabs, a jump ball situation. And it ricochets off of the intended receiver, Conde, Cooper Irvin tried to go for the tip as well. It was going to be at the 40-yard line of Goodland, and Scott City gets a much-needed 3 and out here with 59.6 here in the first period.
I thought Cooper Irvin got a finger on it, which made Condi not – that ball hit him right in the face.
Oh, it did. It's a good thing he had a face mask.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So
it had a bloody nose out of that deal.
Back to punt for Goodland. Standing in his own end zone there is Von Littell. And this is going to be caught by Bergner at the 43-yard line. He'll make the fair catch, the 33-yard punt, no return. And Scott City will be on the plus side of the 50 with 53.8 to go first quarter, tied at 7. That last drive for Scott City, their opening drive score, was their first opening drive score since really Hoisington in week 3. But it did not count, of course. But so the first real one was week 1 at Cimarron.
Well, that was an impressive drive. Let's see if we can do that again. Very disciplined.
It'll be
5 plays.
1st and 10. They'll line up Kevin Garcia's a wing to the right on first down, halfback to right as he goes in motion. This will be a Wheeler carry left side, carries 40, and he breaks through an arm tackle and is near a first down at the 32-yard line. He'll get an 11-yard gain. That time, Wheeler with a nice 11-yard run, and the Beavers 8 plays all on the ground and another Beaver first down. So at the 32-yard line, he has 4 carries and 25 yards in this opening quarter. Scott City with 3 first and 10s, actually 4 first and 10s, tied at 7, under 30 to go first quarter.
We're looking pretty good at the moment. Good high school football game.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Pistol wing T. Cooper Irvin split to the right. Here's a handoff. This is going to be up the middle. This is Bergner. Sheds a couple of tackles, still going, and inside the 20-yard line into the Wheatland Electric red zone right at the 19 with 11.7 to go first quarter. So another gain of about a dozen to the 20-yard line, and Scott City with another first down.
Man, that time he tried to break it to the left again to the north side of the field. If he had went to the south side, I think he'd have ran into the end zone.
Well, this is going to end the first quarter here. 7-7. Okay. Scott City and Goodland all tied up at 12 minutes of the books here at Cowboy Stadium. The Beavers with the ball at the Cowboy 20 when we begin the second quarter. We'll come back in a minute. This is Beaver football.
Lifetime making special.
I'm Sergio Martinez, and I'm a member of the Beaver Broadcasting Network staff. Our team works together to bring varsity sports events to fans near and far. Our team is participating in Giving Day, which is organized by Scott Community Foundation. All the funds donated will go towards a new set of studio lights. Please help us learn with industry standard equipment by donating at scottcf.org on November 6th.
Since 1950, Pioneer Communications has been right here in Western Kansas connecting your community. We're more than an internet company. We're your neighbors, your friends, your local business partner. For 75 years, we've been dedicated to delivering the experience you deserve, providing high-speed internet, reliable connections, and unwavering support for families, schools, and business. Wherever life leads you, Pioneer Communications, where connection counts, being local makes a difference, and community comes first.
Goodland and Scott City after the first quarter. Hugoton leads Holcomb 7-0 after the end of the first quarter down at Hugoton. The Beavers, go ahead.
Good for Hugoton.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes here.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for Scott City when play resumes in the second quarter. They've run 9 plays on the ground. They're at the Cowboy 20-yard line into that Wheatland Electric red zone. Scott City struggled in the red zone last week, catch him back in the game, and now here's a carry for him. Left side, 15, 10, gets to the 9, 1st and goal, gain of 11. Tackle that time made for the Cowboys. But it's 1st and goal. That was by Tristan Mai.
You know, sometimes, Adam, you see running backs that just don't really run hard, fast to start. I mean, Couchman gets the ball. He's like running like a maniac from the minute he gets it. Like he's in a 100-yard dash.
Goal to go at the 9-yard line. Wiebe lines up as a tight end right side. Man in motion, handoff right side to Wheeler. He gets hit initially, but maybe squeaks out a couple of yards. And they'll mark him at the 8 for a gain of 1. Goodland defended that one good. Gavin Price with the tackle. For a gain of 1, 2nd and goal.
Well, the first guy that hit Wheeler was up high, And, of course, Wheeler's a lot down low, and that kid was bigger than him, and so he just kind of got away from that guy, but that slowed him up, and the other guys got him. He's tough to bring down. He's like a bowling ball, you know.
So Scott City's 5th play of this drive. They started at the Goodland 43. First minute of the second quarter, man in motion. Play fake, first pass attempt of the night. Out to the flat for Wheeler, through his hands and incomplete. Sets up 3rd and goal at the 8.
Well, that pass didn't go, 15 yards, and Wheeler had just barely turned around when that ball, and rightly so, Metzger had to get rid of it because defense was coming on him, and he was running backwards, and so it was a tough pass to catch.
7-7 your score, 10:59 to go first half. Scott City 1-1 on 3rd downs, but this one's a little longer to go. Really, if you get it inside the 3, it's probably going to be 4-down territory here. 3rd and goal at the 8. Toward the left hash mark, going to the west end zone. Handoff left side to Couchman, breaks through 1 inside the 5, and he's going to be stood up at about the 4-yard line. He'll gain 4 on 3rd down. As a convoy of Cowboys come in, led that time by Braylon Mole. And it's going to bring up 4th and goal decision time for the Beavers.
And Contreras is right in the middle of that, trying to keep him a block going. Don't you just love that lineman downfield? Yes. Right in there with the running back. I love it.
See what Scott City can do on 4th and goal at the 4. They're 33% on 4th downs. Goodland 31%. The 4-yard line, 10:25, tied at 7 here in the second. Back to passes Metzger on 4th and goal. Out to the flats, too far for Couchman, and Scott City will turn the ball over on downs at the Cowboy 4-yard line. And Scott City on their last 4 red zone trips dating back to Holcomb last week have missed on all 4 red zone attempts.
You're talking 4th down attempts.
No, red zone.
Red zone. Oh, my.
The good news, though, Goodland is pinned deep in their own territory.
We had him pinned deep down here and then got great field position. Maybe we can do it again before halftime's over.
7-7 remains your score here. 10:18 to go second quarter. Cowboys hover over the ball. Right hash mark as they go to the east in the second quarter. Tied at 7 at their own 4. Some movement here. They'll run at 2 receivers to the left, a wing to the left, receiver right. Now they send Mole in motion. It'll be an option play, and keeping will be Kier. He throws it late, and that's a backward. Oh, they're going to rule it incomplete. It's hard to see from our angle whether it was a backward lateral or forwards pass, but they rule it incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there's no way from here we could tell. That is on the far west end. This field runs east and west, and that was in the far west end. You know, they're at the, 4-yard line when they're doing all that. And, so we couldn't really tell. But he had a trailer out there behind him. That's what the deal was. And our first impression, I had the same impression Adam did, that was a lateral. But they didn't call it that way.
So it's 2nd and 10 for Goodland at their own 4. They would have lost maybe about a couple yards had that rolled out of bounds there, about the 2, but they ruled it an incomplete pass. 7-7, 10-12 to go second quarter. Scott City lines up on defense, 4 down linemen. 3 receivers set, 1 of those in motion. Play fake in the end zone, firing it deep, and this is going to be underthrown, and easy Bergner interception. 20, 15, 10, 5. Bergner with a pick 6, touchdown Scott City. Bergner that time of the pick 6. His 6th career interception. He had his first career INT on this field 2 years ago, and he gives Beavers the lead 13-7 with 10 exactly to go first half.
Well, when you told me that the quarterback, Cure of Goodland, had 10 interceptions, and we talked about it in pregame that maybe we could pick one off Bergner at his safety position, and that one was just thrown up for grabs. That was like a center field catch in baseball. He just had to wait for it to come down and then used his speed to get to the end zone corner.
Scott City trying to make this a 7-point lead here, 2 minutes exactly into the second quarter. Solis out of the hold of Aiden Tarango, boots this one through, and Scott City has a 7-point lead. 2 minutes into the second quarter, we have a new score. It's Scott City 14, Goodland 7. Back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Beaver football.
BBN is brought to you by Ag Management Services, All-in-One Wash, B&H Paving, First National Bank, HRC Feed Yards, JNR, Next Tech Wireless, Pioneer Communications, Red Barn Enterprises.
We want to thank J&R Car and Truck Center for providing transportation here to Goodland. You can view their pre-owned and new inventory on their lot at J&R Car and Truck Center in Scott City. Also online, jrcarandtruck.com. Well, Scott City gets their 24th non-offensive touchdown since 2013, and the first time since Alex Tarango's 78-yard pick six a year ago against Colby. This time, Bergner from about 28 yards makes this a 14-7 lead for the Beavers with exactly 10 minutes to go first half. So, Scott City's now +1 in the turnovers this year. Goodland -3.
Oh, that tells a tale.
Solis to kick it off from the 40-yard line. 2 to return for the Cowboys. This is a low kick, and it's bobbled and picked up at about the 20-yard line by Kaleb. And as he takes it across the 30, gets hammered immediately as he crosses the 30. Easton Eisenhower the tackle at about the 32-yard line. So Goodland out of the own hole for the first time and since their opening drive. Trailing now for the first time with 9:54 to go second quarter.
Yeah, we'll see how they act now. Goodland Cowboys on offense, trailing by 7. Boy, they had the momentum at the first of this game after that big long drive, but it's slipping away.
They had a 7-minute drive to score and took 13 plays. 1st and 10, back to pass is Cure, throws in the middle of the field. Pass is going to be caught and then drilled immediately right at the first down sticks. Jackson Miller hit by Peyton Bergner right at the 42, and he hung on.
Well, Miller caught that ball with his hands, so he had it caught, but on the backside, Bergner just drilled a hole in him, man. Knocked him right down. I thought maybe Miller would run off the field, but he's staying in there. He really got hit.
He did. At 42-yard line, 1st and 10, 9:38 to go first half. Scott City leading 14-7. Goodland with the ball right hash mark at the Cowboy 42, a 2-by-2 set. One in the backfield as they'll send a man in motion, Miller from right to left. Cure will roll to his left on first down, is out of the pocket. Pump fake, still sets up. Now he's going to be under duress, and the cavalry of the Beavers come back and get him back at the 38-yard line. Emilio Contreras with the sack. That's a loss on the play of about 4 yards to make it 3 to the 39, 2nd and 13.
Oh, Cure had all day to throw that ball, and he rolled to the left, went to the north side of the field, and still he got over there, and we're just standing there. But nobody's open.
That's tough for, I guess he is a left-handed quarterback. I was going to say that's tough for a right-handed quarterback, but there's a reason why he rolled to the left as a left-hander.
Oh, yeah. But and it was the wide side of the field. He had forever, but everybody was covered downfield.
Goodland will send twins to both sides. One in the backfield on 2nd and 13. Cowboy 39. Cure back to pass. Fires the middle field. Pass is going to be caught for a first down, and then he actually runs backwards. He had the first down at the 45-yard line of Scott City, and then he loses 6 yards as momentum carried him back to the 49 on a gain of 10.
I think that was Bergner maybe that hit him just like he did Miller earlier, but that time that kid did not go down. Knocked him back about 5 yards. He kept his feet, and then a Beaver hit him, so that's why it isn't a first down. Good play by Scott City. Because it isn't where you first get hit, because Bergner didn't hang on to him. He just knocked him backwards, and then it's really where you get tackled after that.
It's 3rd and 3 for Goodland. 4 minutes into the second quarter, they're 1 of 4 on third downs, trailing by 7. But if it's anywhere close to first down, this is 4-down territory for the Cowboys as they have 3 receivers left. Back to pass is Cure. Throws in the middle of the field. Pass is deflected, and they caught for a first down inside the 30 off the tip drill. Caught by Braylon Moles. He takes it to the 29-yard line on a gain of 22.
Oh, now that's keeping your eye on the ball. That was the old tip drill that, you practice as a defensive secondary, but that receiver ended up catching the tip drill. It's a miracle we had somebody there to tackle him. I thought, when he first got it, I thought, oh, my God, he's going to score. Wow.
That's a 21-yard pass play.
That was exciting.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Beavers at the Scott City 30, 5th play of this drive. Correct, yeah, 5th play of this drive at the Beaver 30, down 7, Goodland driving, back to pass. Cure swings it out to the right, Goodwin back in the game, hauls it in, trying to bounce to the outside, he's across the 30 and is escorted out of bounds. Right at about the 27-yard line, 26-yard line by Scott City to bring up 2nd down and medium.
Yeah, that was Goodwin is there. He lines up in the backfield, and he does nothing but come out into the right flat. Cure just throws it right directly to him into the flat, and both wide receivers on this side went deep, and so there's a linebacker waiting on him to get there. Nice play by Goodland.
Joseph Von Lintel will be split wide to left as well. 4 receivers set now. Miller in motion from right to left. 25-yard line, 2nd and 5. Cure rolls to his left. Now we'll chuck it for the end zone. This is going to be underthrown, and it's knocked away by Brody Holstein as they try to get it there to Mole, it looks like, at about the 5. Sets up a 3rd down and 5 for Goodland. He's already 6 of 14, 75 yards. He's Cure a touchdown and an interception.
6 out of 14. Well, they got, what, 4 or 5 to go here to get a 1st and 10?
Yep, 5.
You would think they would concentrate on that instead of going for the end zone. Try to get the 1st and 10, the next 2 chances.
My guess is they went for that deep because they knew they had 2 downs to get 5 yards.
That's probably true. Good point.
Goodland is 2 of 5 on 3rd downs. They had the tip drill completion for 21 yards on their last 3rd down attempt. Pistol back is going to be Chayton Goodwin on 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the Cavalry. Pass in the middle of the field. Too high. It's deflected and intercepted. This time Cook, his 2nd pick in as many weeks, across the 20-yard or at the 19-yard line. So that time the tip drill works in Scott City's favor on this tip or pick, and Scott City forces their 2nd straight turnover.
That was awesome. That was Cook, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. He's playing cornerback nowadays, isn't he?
Yep. Got his 2nd straight start there and his 2nd straight pick in as many games, I should say.
Oh, that was nice. Well, you know, we talked about it in pregame. Cure, we've already got 2 on him.
19-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff Wheeler up the middle. Squirts through there, 25, 30, 35, into right there at the 35-yard line. A 16-yard run. Reed Cure playing the safety spot, makes a tackle on a 17-yard gain to the 36.
No, like I said, one of these guys is going to take one a long way. Bergner, Wheeler, Couchman.
36-yard line, 1st and 10. Metzger hands it off. Wheeler again, left side. Good blocking up front. Wheeler backs his way across the 40 and gets his helmet knocked off at the 42-yard line for a gain of 6. We do have a flag on the field there at about right at the, I think that might be a targeting penalty on Goodland.
Well, I think so. That's why Wheeler lost his helmet. That kid came, he kind of got tackled. He was going down backwards, and that kid just bam.
And on that, if it is targeting, when the helmet gets knocked off, and it's a foul on that, the player who lost his helmet can stay in the game.
Oh, yeah, well, Wheeler's going back in. I think there's no TV review on this baby. They're just going to mark off 15 yards automatically.
And that'll be good enough for the 9th, 1st and 10 for the Beavers this half. Make that 8th. But it'll take it to the 47, well, let's see here. No, 42 of Goodland, excuse me.
Take 5 more.
2 of 24, 2 penalties, 24 yards for the Cowboys. 6:27 to go, 2nd quarter. The Beavers, all 3 drives have been on the plus side of the 50. They lead at 14-7. Offset eye with the wing to the left. This will be a toss left side to scoop to Couchman. Turns it upfield, 45. He'll be brought down, maybe a gain of a yard to the 42 to the 41-yard line. Close to a face mask there that time, but not quite. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Goodland had that covered really well.
They did. 5 carries and 33 yards for Couchman so far in this first half.
We keep losing our little I was going to say our flag football
yes.
thing, but actually it's a towel they wipe their hands on.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
If I could just pull his flag, he's down, isn't he?
Right, yeah. They play that on Tuesday night there at the Darner Field with the youngsters.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. 2nd and 9, 41-yard line of Goodland for Scott City. They have under 10 to snap at 5:35, 2nd quarter, 7-point Beaver lead. Oh, Scott City moved on the left side, and that's going to be their first penalty of the night.
5 up downs as a team right now.
Yeah, right. A little too excited that time as Scott City tried to block on the left side. 2nd and 14 now, and really the first time they've faced adversity tonight.
Oh, I'm telling you, we're going to break one for a 46-yard touchdown run.
2nd and 14, 46 of Goodland. 5:25 here first half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Metzger back to pass. Looking for his first completion. Pump fakes. Now will have to tuck it up and run across the 40. Sidesteps 1 inside the 35. Still spinning and right there at the 35. A nice scramble for 11 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 3 as we approach the 5-minute mark of the first half.
Perfect time to run as a quarterback. Metzger made a great decision there.
Well, the old crowd for Scott City, they're so excited. We've had so many first downs. They said first down. He got past the first set of sticks. He needed to get past the second one.
Yeah.
3rd and 3. The Beavers 1 of 2 on third downs. Under 5 to go first half. This is Wheeler, and he is going to be stopped short of a first down right at the 33 for a gain of 2.
They're saying he fumbled.
Oh, he did fumble late, and Goodland recovers. So Scott City with their first turnover of the night, and a good drive coming to an end there.
Weeby took his helmet off. He's coming off. I'm not sure what's going on.
So with 4:41 to go first half, Scott City coughs up the football, and now Kaleb Beaton comes in at D tackle. 14-7, Scott City leads. Goodland with the ball, though, at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 receivers set, 2 by 2. Back to pass is Kier looking right now under duress. He steps in the pocket. He's got a lot of real estate to run. Across the 40, first down, 45 midfield. 45, he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Couchman at about the 43-yard line of Scott City. He gains 24 yards on that scramble. He has 8 carries and 47 yards and a Cowboy 1st and 10.
Well, everybody had vacated the right side of the south side of the field. And when Kier saw that, he just took off running. Scott City made great pursuit. There was no way he was going to get away and get down the field for a touchdown. But, boy, he got a lot of yards on that one.
1st and 10, Goodland at the Scott City 44. 4.5 to go second quarter, 14-7 Beaver lead. The difference is the pick 6 by Peyton Bergner in this period. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun set up for the freshman Kier. Back to pass. Steps up, gets hit as he throws the ball, and this is going to be deflected. Good defense that time by Cooper Irvin on the intended receiver, Dominic Conde, and taking a shot that time was Reed Kiersey. Let that one go, 2nd and 10.
The Goodland receiver thought he was pass interfered on. No way. Both players, Scott City and Goodland, jumped in the air. It was a jump ball type situation. It was like a rebound, and it was a good call. Good no call on that.
Yeah. It was just underthrown as well.
Yes, it was. That's why it was a jump ball between the two of them. And nobody was doing any. If anybody was pushing off, it was Conde about 5 yards up before they got there.
Got a timeout on the field taken by Goodland with 4:25 to go second quarter. 14-7 Beaver lead. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Scott City football.
I'm David Post, and I live right here in Scott City. I'm proud to help my neighbors protect their homes, farms, and businesses because this is my community too. At Iron Insurance Partners, we're here for you on game day and every day, helping you protect what matters most because your hometown is our hometown. Give us a call or stop by today.
Find us online at elevateumedSpa.com.
Football tonight presented by Scott County Hospital, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott County Abstract and Title Company, also Scott Community Foundation, Scott City Pharmacy, Giftologist, Scott City Ice Center, Rotomix, also Iron Insurance Partners, Richards Financial Services, Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, Protect Spraying Service, Precision Ag and Seed and Pokey Feeders. Adam Kadavy, Tim McGonigal with you here from Cowboy Stadium in Goodland. 14-7, Scott City with the lead here. 4:25 to go first half. The Cowboys, after their timeout, will have the ball 2nd and 10 at the Scott City 44-yard line. They'll have Mole split to the right, a wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Now send that wing over to left. Pistol back is Chayton Goodwin. Man in motion's Jackson Miller on 2nd down. This will be a handoff up the middle. This is a Chayton Goodwin, and he'll be brought down at the 40 for a gain of 4. And a good read that time by Mickey Gossman, and bringing right down there for 4-yard gain, 3rd and 6.
Well, we need with this, 14-7. Scott lead. 4 minutes to go, first half. We need to stop them right now, not let them. We don't want them to score, Adam.
This is 4-down territory from here on out for Goodland.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially plus side of the 50. Unless Scott City can get a big loss here on 3rd and 6, but he's a tough one to go sack, is Kier. The Cowboys 2 of 6 on 3rd downs. Their 3 receivers set with the wing to the left. Pistol back is Goodwin. Now Mole in motion from the Scott City 40-yard line. Option play. They'll hand it off up the middle, and that time Easton Eisenhower meets Goodwin in the backfield for a loss of a yard at the 41-yard line, and it brings up a big 4th and 7.
Nice play by Eisenhower. He got right in there, saw what was happening, got that fullback. It was really the first, the quarterback, that's the first part of their option, and nowhere to go. Boy, now you'd think, Adam, it's got to be a pass.
4th and 7, 41-yard line of Scott City at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7 Beaver lead. Goodland, though, is 2 of 2 on 4th downs tonight. Both of those are on their opening series. Cure back to pass on 4th down, steps up, throws it, and it's going to be caught for a first down. It's Mole at the 21-yard line, and he drags a couple of Beavers to the 19.
Wow.
A gain of 22 yards on 4th down, and Goodland 3 of 3 on 4th downs, and they keep the drive alive.
Adam, that was another ball that was really just thrown up. It's like a pop fly, and he caught that. He was surrounded by Beavers. It was just lucky. I think it was lucky.
Yeah, it was very fortunate. Boy, that was
fortunate.
He was hit as he threw that football as well.
Oh, he was took 3 or 4 guys to not bring him to the turf.
14-7 Beaver lead, but Goodland driving at the Scott City 19. The Cowboys trying to take advantage of a fumble. Cure back to pass, looks right, fires it there. Pass is going to be deflected and almost intercepted. That time Brody Holstein had his hands on it. It was intended for Jackson Miller in a crossing pattern. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 2:22 to go first half.
Well, after Holstein got his hands on it, I thought Bergner was going to come up with it. And then after it went by him, I thought that Goodland kid was going to catch it at the 1. Man.
Scott City +1 in the turnovers tonight, leading this one by 7.
I don't think we're done getting turnovers.
Hopefully not.
This kid, the way Cure throws it, I think we're going to get some more.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Goodwin in the backfield to the right behind Cure. Back to pass. He'll swing it out to Goodwin. A safe pass inside the 20 and brought down right there at about the 15-yard line. Brendan Cook takes the brunt of that one. A gain of 4 sets up a 3rd and 6.
Goodwin thought he was going to run over Cook, and that didn't happen.
No.
He lowered his shoulder and went. He didn't try and fake him out or anything. He went directly at him, and he didn't go any further when Cook hit him.
Goodland is just 2 of 7 on 3rd downs, but they are perfect 3 of 3 on 4th downs, including a big 4th down conversion on this drive. 1:50 to go second quarter. It's 14-7 Scott City. They took over 4:41 to go first half. Play number 8 of this drive. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Freshman quarterback claps the hands, rolls to his left on 3rd down, has a blitz. Still has time as he's out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it up and run. He's inside the 10, and he's going to be near a first down at the 9-yard line, and he's going to have it. It'll be 1st and goal with 1:25 to go first half.
Oh, he was so close to almost being tackled in the backfield. What do we got?
Yep, 1:25. So goal to go at the 9-yard line.
I thought the way the announcer over there was saying something happened.
Oh, no.
It was just a 1st and 10.
1st and goal at the 9. 1:14. 2 timeouts for Goodland. Beavers are trying to hang on to a lead of 7-0. Goodland with a 3rd down and 4th down conversion on this drive. Cure back to pass. Has time. Now steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck it up and run the left side inside the 5, down to the 2, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal at the 1 with 55 seconds to go first half.
Oh, man, he is close. Nice run. Scott City kept him out of the end zone. That was the best part. Boy, they're not calling timeout or anything.
Now they are. They'll take it here with 38.4 to go second quarter. Let's take one break here, 30-second break. Goal to go for Goodland at the 1, down 7. This is Beaver football.
BBN is sponsored by Vogelmore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Scott Co-op, Scott County Hospital, Chaplain Real Estate, State Farm, White's Food Liner, Backyard Blooms and Garden Center,
in Scott City. (14-7) Beavers lead, but Goodland has it 2nd and goal at the 1 here with 38.4 to go first half. Goodland down to 1 timeout, and boy, Scott City's had their opportunities to get some stops. 4th and long and a 3rd and long, and Goodland's been able to get some big plays.
They have. Cure just keeps coming through with either his passing or his running. But I don't know. They're not in the end zone.
Nope.
And they haven't really shown much of a running game other than Cure.
Yeah, he has 10 carries and 60 yards in this first half, and he's also throwing for 101 yards. This is their 10th play of the drive. 2nd and goal, Goodland at the Scott City 1. 14-7 your score for Scott City, but the Cowboys 3 feet away from potentially tying this game up. Play resumes now. They'll send Johnston the wing to the left. 2nd and goal at the 1. They'll send Mullen motion from left to right. Now back left. It'll be a keeper by Cure, and he's in. Touchdown, Goodland. Reed Cure right up the gut for a yard, and Goodland is 1 point away from scoring here with 33.3 to go first half.
What Cure did there was he faked it to the fullback, like he's been doing, so they're doing the option thing, but then he followed the fullback into the hole. And so the fullback became a blocker for him, and then he just, he had a, yard or two to get into the end zone. He just made a big dive and dove in there.
All right, extra point. This is a
big one.
Equalizer, yes. 33.3 to go first half. Scott City up by 1 here on Goodland. Snap, placed down. The kick is almost blocked, and it hit the upright and bounces in the doink in to tie this game at 14. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
Check out Access Seed.
Next Tech Wireless has been offering superior coverage to Kansans for close to 20 years. My, how things have changed. Bringing us to modern technology we trust and depend on. Rain or shine, wind or snow, we'll be there. Because we live here too. We're investing in our communities and connecting Kansans. It's not a gimmick. It's our guarantee.
Well, let's run this thing.
14-14 after Scott City fumbled the football in their last series. They would have been 4th and short. They fumbled. Goodland recovers and marches at 10 plays, 67 yards, and 408. A 1-yard run by the freshman Reed Curie. Extra point kicked in by Michael Johnston to tie this game up at 14-14 here. So both teams have scored points off the turnovers. Scott City's was a pick 6, but 33.3 to go. Scott City needs to get a good return for any chance here maybe of a score right before the break. One thing, if you're Scott City, you get the ball to begin the third quarter. You don't want to turn it over here right before the break either. This is squib kicked on the ground. This will be reeled in here by Wheeler across the 30, 35, and it's brought down near the 40-yard line with 2 tenths run off, 27.8 to go first half.
You see that? They let a couple extra seconds go off the clock. They didn't stop it as soon as they told them to.
Oh, that happens.
That happens.
We haven't had that happen to us ever before.
Oh, never have. Gee, where were we the other day? And it went off 2 minutes.
That was at Hugoton.
Oh, yeah, that was.
That ended up being big because Scott City could have had a chance to go and score right before halftime.
Yep.
That extra 2 minutes. Here we go. They spread it out with 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the right. 39-yard line of Scott City for the Beavers, tied at 14, 27.8 to go first half. Metzger back to pass on first down, steps up in the pocket. Now he has to tuck it up and run, and he'll be brought down across the 40, and again tackled about the 42-yard line for a gain of 3. Coach will burn one of his 3 timeouts. We'll keep it right here. With 18 point, boy, that ran a lot of time off. 9 seconds on that scramble and to the 42-yard line for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. But, boy, Scott City's, I think Goodland could say the same thing as well with self-inflicted mistakes with the turnovers. Scott City with some self-inflicted mistakes as well. Both teams have had those, and I guess that's why we're even.
Yes, I agree with that. It's a good high school football game. Adam, at least we haven't had 15 penalties this first half, and we don't, yes, we've had some turnovers, but everything's been pretty much earned here.
Yes, it has.
It's a good hitting football game. It's a nice night. I don't know, it's probably 55 degrees. Probably a 20-mile-an-hour wind out of the south. I'm glad it's at my back.
Yeah.
And not in my face. And it's just a good night. You can bet them kids out there as they're playing, they're sweating like crazy.
2nd and 7. Scott City down to 2 timeouts left, 42-yard line, middle of the field, man in motion. This will be a sweep play left side for Catchman, and he's brought down on a blitz. Back at the 39-yard line that time, making that stop that time was Ethan Herenick, and that'll run out the first half on a loss of 3.
Yeah, that'll just they'll let the clock run down, and we're going to be at halftime.
We're all evened up there at the break, 14-14 Scott City and Goodland. So teams will head to the locker room. It'll be Beaver ball to begin the third quarter, but we'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with some first half stats and more. This is Scott City Beaver football.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Can't see anything? Well, neither can we. That's because our studio lights are broken. So for that very reason, we want to help raise money for brand new studio lights. So if you want to help us reach our goal so we can keep giving you the best high quality production, donate at scottcf.org or in person at the Scott Community Foundation office. And now, back to our regularly scheduled program.
BBN is sponsored by Circle C Farms, Iron Insurance Partners, David Post, Norder Supply, R Brothers Auto Body and Mechanic, Scott City Eye Center, R6 Ag, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Scooters Coffee, The Cottages at Garden City.
Axis Seed Red Barn is your locally owned and operated Axis Seed independent regional company, using local data to bring you top performing seed, fertility, and biological products tested and proven to perform right here in Western Kansas. Axis Seed, your farm and your future. That's our focus.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 card trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
Great Western Tire of Scott City is available for tire repair and replacement, oil changes, tire rotation, balancing, alignment, and bulk fuel delivery to keep your equipment going. They also offer 24-hour emergency service calls. Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. At Deckmart, they offer a variety of quality furniture, including sofas, recliners, lift chairs, dining sets, bars, bar stools, mattresses, and more. They carry GE and Speed Queen appliances and are happy to quickly service what they sell with a local repairman. Great Western Tire and Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. Small-time friendliness with big city service and quality.
I'm Sergio Martinez, and I'm a member of the Beaver Broadcasting Network staff. Our team works together to bring varsity sports events to fans near and far. Our team is participating in Giving Day, which is organized by Scott Community Foundation. All the funds donated will go towards a new set of studio lights. Please help us learn with industry standard equipment by donating at scottcf.org on November 6th.
Check out Axis Seed Red Barn and see how different we are. As a locally owned independent regional company, we tailor the seed, fertility, and biological products we offer to your farm. Through the Max Yield system, we recommend locally tested solutions because your farm is more local than any set of data from anywhere else. Axis Seed Red Barn, your farm, your future. That's our focus.
I'm telling you, that Cure kid, he's done a lot of good things, but he's done some bad things too. You know, he's got a couple interceptions. He throws the ball. When he throws it deep, it's really kind of up for grabs. It's kind of a fly ball, and everybody's down there trying to jump up and get it. But, man, down here close to the goal line, it was him running the football, doing stuff like that's how they got there. I would expect to see him run the football more in that second half. Scott City, Adam, I think we have run the football really well. I think we need to continue to do that and just maybe focus on that and use a lot of time and keep the ball away from that Cure kid.
Yeah, Goodland has moved the ball pretty well at times. They had 1 3-and-out for deep in their own territory. But Goodland would take the ball the opening drive, 7 minutes and 1 second off the clock, a 13-play drive, 62 yards, and make that 61 yards actually. It would be a third down from the 12. It'd be a 12-yard pass play from Reed Cure to Jackson Miller. The extra point was kicked in by Michael Johnston. 7-0 Goodland led, but Scott City would come back and march it down the field on a 7-play, 65-yard drive in 2:57. But tie it up with 2:02 to go first quarter on the 26-yard Peyton Bergner run and Pablo Salas PAT. Scott City would drive down on their ensuing drive inside at the 4-yard line. They would get on fourth down to be turnover on downs. And a couple plays later, it would be a pick 6 by Peyton Bergner from about 28 yards out. And the Salas PAT made it 14-7, exactly 10 minutes to go first half. Scott City forced another turnover. They would march down the field, and on third down they would fumble it at the Goodland 33-yard line. And the Cowboys would go 67 yards on 10 plays and 4:08. They would get a 1-yard run from Reed Cure, and Johnston's PAT with 33.3 to go first half tied it up at 14. And you look at this, when Goodland can get on long drives, they score, but they can't. They punt it or have turned it all over. So Scott City's defense has to find ways to get off the field in this second half.
I agree with that totally. The Scott City's defense has got to stop them, and when they get on them big long drives, it's like we can't stop them. We don't know what's coming next, but if we can just get that 3-and-out thing, that's where we need to do it. But I think this is a very winnable game.
Yes.
We just can't let this thing go,
All right, let's go ahead and take another 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with some first half stats and some scores from the league and others here after the 3-minute break. Scott City Goodland tied at 14 at halftime. Back in 3 minutes. This is Beaver football.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Car and Truck Center of Scott City. J&R Car and Truck has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles. Locally owned and operated, J&R Car and Truck Center provides new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out jrcarandtruck.com for your next vehicle. J&R Car and Truck Center, your Chevrolet and GMC dealership in Scott City.
My name is Lila Green, and I am a member of Beaver Broadcasting Network. BBN allows students to learn about technology, broadcasting, and communication while being involved in our community. BBN is partnering with Scott Community Foundation for Giving Day. Our goal is to raise money for new studio lights from November 1st to the 6th. You can donate to scottcf.org or in person at Scott Community Foundation office. Thank you for your support of student broadcasters.
The dedicated team at Norder Supply is passionate about assisting our customers in achieving maximum net return per acre. That is how we define our success. Through unparalleled agronomic advice and best-in-class customer service, you can depend on us to do what is best for your operation. Ask them today about their spot-on service and how it can fill your needs. Norder Supply. Plain talk, exceptional results.
Since 1950, Pioneer Communications has been right here in Western Kansas connecting your community. We're more than an internet company. We're your neighbors, your friends, your local business partner. For 75 years, we've been dedicated to delivering the experience you deserve, providing high-speed internet, reliable connections, and unwavering support for families, schools, and business. Wherever life leads you, Pioneer Communications, where connection counts, being local makes a difference, and community comes first.
with Dr. Joshua Goodland today at 620-872-0040. Scott City Eye Center supports all areas of school activity.
And we're back here at halftime here at Cowboys Stadium. 14-14 your score as we take a look at the stats here. In this first half for Scott City, they ended up with 142 yards of offense all on the ground. Drew Metzger through the air 0 for 2 passing. Matthew Wheeler, 8 carries, 51 yards in that first half. Caden Catchman, 6 for 30. Peyton Bergner, 3 for 47 in the score. And Drew Metzger, 2 carries for 14 yards. Scott City moved the ball well, 8 first and 10s. They were just 1 of 3 on third downs and 0 of 1 on fourth downs, and they had 1 penalty for 5 yards. For the Goodland Cowboys, they had 161 yards of offense, 98, make that 168 yards, 98 through the air, unofficially there for Reed Cure. He was 8 of 17, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. He was leading receiver. Bray the Mole 3 for 48 in that first half. Cure was their leading rusher, 11 carries, 61 yards. Chayton Goodwin 4 for 8, and Connor Collett 1 for 1. So they had 12 carries and 70 yards. They had 2 penalties for 24 yards, but they were 3 of 8 on third down and 3 of 3. Those are some big fourth down conversions in this first half. 2 of those were on their opening drive and then 1 on their scoring drive. So all 3 of their fourth down conversions were on their scoring drives. That's big.
But, you know, eventually you reverse to the mean.
Mm-hmm.
And so 3 out of 3 on fourth down, that ain't happening in the second half. There'll be 3 out of 6 or 7. That is my thought.
Well, I hope your thought is right. So, but Scott City tied at 14 with Goodland here at the break. We'll take another 3-minute break, and we'll come back with scores from the league and 3A as well. And we'll do that in 3 minutes. This is Beaver Football.
I'm David Post, and I live right here in Scott City. I'm proud to help my neighbors protect their homes, farms, and businesses because this is my community too. At Iron Insurance Partners, we're here for you on game day and every day, helping you protect what matters most because your hometown is our hometown. Give us a call or stop by today.
The world needs more farmers. People who know the land. People who support rural communities. People who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
BBN is sponsored by Volgamore Family Farms, Western State Bank, Scott Co-op, Scott County Hospital, Chaplain Real Estate, State Farm, White's Food Liner, Backyard Blooms and Garden Center,
The Max Yield System from Axis Seed Red Barn is your customized solution. By utilizing field-specific data, we help you eliminate stress and increase yield through seed, fertility, biological, and crop protection decisions. Our approach is focused on your farm and your future, because as a locally owned business, our focus is on you.
Holcomb with 6, Pair of 6-0 teams, district title, league championship also on the line there tonight.
Wow.
Colby's come back and they take a 16-13 halftime lead at Lake, and they were down 13-0 after the first quarter. Liberal with a 24-0 lead over the Ulysses Tigers at the break. Some 3A scores. This first half went so quick that not a lot of halftime scores to go here, that contrary to last week. And we'll tell you some exciting news here in a little bit. Some scores in 3A, as I mentioned here. We got Wamego and Clay Center. Clay Center in a non-district game. They're 3A, 14-7 for the Red Raiders at halftime. Rock Creek has opened up a 28-0 lead on Concordia. This one's a little bit of a surprise. Wichita Collegiate, who has struggled mightily this year, they have a 24-21 lead on Cheney at the break. So that's a little bit of a surprise. Pratt shutting out Clearwater 21-0. Let's see here. Other 3A scores. Frontenac all over Columbus 28-0. Smoky Valley over Nickerson 14-0. Santa Fe Trail, that's a team that's kind of under the radar on the Eastern 3A, leading Anderson County 28-0. Here it's 14-14. As we take a look here, of course, state tennis going on today at 4A at Prairie Village. And we had the doubles team of Kaylee Felker and also, let's see here, Finley Edwards. They won their first one, lost their second one. They came back and won their third one and their fourth one to get in the top 12. They knocked off Wichita Collegiate in a tiebreaker to go 3-1 on the day. They are guaranteed a top 12 finish in 4A. Congratulations to them, and thanks to those who sent me the results there. I had multiple people send me results. Coach Kachar, awesome. Coach Felker for that. So thank you very much.
Did you say we're 3A or 4A?
4A in girls tennis.
How does that work out?
They do a 60-40 split of the teams that have tennis in 3-2-1A and 4A, and the top 40% are 4A, and the bottom 60 are 3-2-1A.
And we're in the top 40.
Yep.
Oh, my.
It'll be that way for wrestling and golf, too, probably.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Don't get me started. I don't like that rule.
All right. It's time to think about this third quarter. Scott City will get the football to begin the third quarter, tied at 14 here to Goodland.
Well, they haven't been kicking it deep to us. Seems to come right over here to Wheeler or one of these short guys.
Yeah, well, that back.
I don't mean in size. I'm talking a short, not
like
deep
25
guy.
yards back.
Yeah.
So Scott City does have Pablo Solis, Cooper Irvin, and Aiden Tarango about that 25-yard mark at about the 35. They have Matthew Wheeler standing at about the 27, and then deep is Catchman and Bergner as well inside their 20.
And they have been kicking it over here to the south end of the field, too, so that's where we've got more people.
Let's see here. They're waiting for the warm-up 3-minute time to run off.
Yeah.
Cross country was just up here yesterday. The girls won the league championship for a second straight year. The boys finished second, and they'll have regionals coming up on Saturday next week at Mariah Hills there in Dodge City for 3A. And then volleyball will be back up here on Monday as well for regional volleyball. They'll take on Ellsworth, Goodland, and Phillipsburg. Top two in that region will go to sub-state. So enough trips for the buses to come up to Goodland in a short amount of time.
All right. Still got 20 seconds to run off.
All right. 20 more seconds, and then they got to put the time on to think about this return. Glad you're joining us here. Hopefully it's a better second half for Scott City. Come out of here with a win. That's more important. Both teams looking for their first district win. Scott City has never been 0-3 in district play in their team history, so that's something of note as well.
Never have?
Nope.
Wow. That's been a long time.
That's going back to 81.
Yeah.
The first year of districts. All right. Now they have 12 on the clock. Let's go, third quarter. This is Hrenek kicking it on the ground, fielded by Tarango. The 35 goes left across the 40, trying to turn it upfield. Spins to about the 44-yard line. He was wrapped up that time at the 44 by the kicker, Michael Johnston, but good field position for Scott City on their opening drive of the third quarter.
It really is good field position, Adam. We're almost at center field. Good run. But Goodland kicked it right on the ground. They wanted the ball, they don't want it to go deep. But, boy, I don't know why you wouldn't, because we got great field position out of that kickoff.
All right, there we go. 44 is where they officially spot it, 1st and 10. Ball in the left hash mark. Scott City going to the west end zone in this third quarter as well. They'll send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pistol back is Matthew Wheeler. Metzger will send Bergner in motion the line. It'll be a toss right side. This is to Wheeler, trying to bounce it out across the 45. He'll be up into near midfield. He'll gain 5 to the 49-yard line on 1st down. He was tackled that time by Zane Brigham, the senior. 2nd down coming up in 5.
Well, they helped Wheeler up off the field, and I got to thinking, wrestling's coming. Some of these kids know each other.
Yep.
And they wrestle each other so that, you know how it is.
Ball near midfield, 2nd and 5, man in motion. That's Couchman. He'll take the carry. Turn it upfield, 1st down as he stumbles maybe over a blocker that hit the deck, but into Goodland territory to the 42 for 9 on 2nd down.
I'm with you. I think he tripped over Gossman. Gossman was downfield blocking, and I think he tripped over him.
A new set of downs for the Beavers. 2 plays into Cowboy territory. 1st minute of this third quarter tied at 14. It'll be triangle split to the right. 2 wings tight end left side. On 1st down, Wheeler carry goes left. Hits a wall. Now bounces it outside. Inside the 40. Nice job as he gets it to the 35. He'll gain 7 on 1st down. Tackle that time made by Braylon Mole. 2nd and short coming up.
Had Wiebe and Couchman out in front of him just waiting for him to break through that final tackle, and they were going to escort him into the end zone. It was that close.
It was. 35-yard line of Goodland, 2nd and 3. Opening drive, third quarter, tied at 14. Bergner in motion. He'll get the carry right side. Follows his lead blocker, Contreras. Will get it close to a 1st down, and he'll have it. They'll say fumble late. Goodland says they thought it was a fumble late, but I think the officials ruled him down at the 31-yard line.
Oh, they're talking about it.
They are talking about it. Nope, they say 3rd down.
Okay, good deal.
I think it's close to a 1st down. They might bring the sticks out to measure, and they will with 10-10 to go third quarter. 32-yard line of Scott City. Boy, even from a tough angle for us, that looks like it's enough for a 1st down. Just looking where the sticks are. We'll see.
Yeah, they'll let us know here in a minute.
They'll stretch the chains out by almost a full football length.
Oh, you had that pegged.
Of course. All right.
Yes, you did. You win the money.
All right.
You buy a lottery ticket today?
Not yet. 32-yard line of Goodland.
Oh, my.
1st and 10. Scott City breaks the huddle quickly, runs up the line. Their pistol wing tee. A run tight end over the left side. Man in motion. This will be Couchman. Carry left side. Blast through there. 25-yard line. And near another 1st down. He may be about a quarter of a yard shy. He was very close there. 9.5 on 1st down. Follows that left side of the line. 2nd down and short coming up.
That looked like unbalanced line.
It did.
And the big side was on the left, the south side, and that's the side they ran to.
This will be the 6th play of the drive. We're a little over 2 minutes into this third quarter, tied at 14.
You just need to keep this running game going.
2.5 yard. Metzger hands it off to Wheeler. 1st down carry. Side steps inside the 20. Flag comes out late. Well, he just tossed one to the ground. They were just fighting for it. It's okay. But we do have a flag, but that'll probably negate a 1st down carry for Scott City.
Yeah, that's holding.
He took it to about the 17-yard line. Did Scott City holding on the Beavers. So that's going to be their 2nd penalty tonight. And it'll be a spot foul from the 13. It'll be to the 23. So let's see here. Well, make it the 27-yard line. Excuse me. Be 2nd and about 5.
That's doable.
Yes.
Why'd they only give us a 5-yard penalty?
It's a 10-yard from the spot of the foul.
Oh, okay.
2nd and 5. 27 of Goodland for Scott City. 9:20 here in this third. It'll be a counter play. This is Couchman stumbles but keeps his footing and has a first down into the Wheatland Electric red zone to the 19-yard line. He was brought down by Jesus Saucedo on a gain of 8.
That was good. That was that inside reverse. Made it look like we're going to the north with everything, and then they bring Couchman back the other direction in a misdirection thing.
Scott City needs to finish drives in the red zone. They're 0 for 1 in the red zone tonight. 3 minutes into this third quarter, tied at 14. Bergner and Irvin to the right. Wiebe split to the left. Wing to the right on 1st and 10. Handoff, Wheeler barely got it. Right up the seam, 15, 10, 5, and he's going to be down to the 1. 1st and goal, Scott City right up the heart of the Goodland defense. 1st and goal at the 1. Wheeler a little slow getting up after that play with 8:50 to go third quarter.
I'm with you, Adam. That handoff, Metzger really was reaching out there to get it to him. It could have almost been a bad situation. Wheeler really got hit and then he got drilled into the ground.
Well, I think probably more of anything got the wind knocked out of him. Maybe the ball landed on him.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought the way he landed, that ball hit him where he probably lost his wind. I don't think he's really got a major injury. Or it's just strictly a wind thing. He'll catch his wind here in a minute or two.
Brody Holstein enters the game. He'll be tied in the left side. Wiebe takes his spot on the backfield. 1st and goal at the 1. 8:15 third quarter play, left side Couchman. He's in there, standing, touchdown Scott City. Caden Couchman, his 5th rushing touchdown, breaks the 14-all tie with 8:10 to go third quarter.
Yeah, they never put him down. He took that handoff going to the left to the south end of the end zone here and field and never was tackled.
A nice 8-play drive covering 56 yards. And Scott City breaks the tie, trying to go up 7 again here early third quarter. Now the hold of Tarango for Solis. Placement down, kick. It's good. It sneaks in the left upright. 21-14 Beavers. 8:10 to go third quarter. Scott City to kick off in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
At American Implement, we believe that education and athletics play a crucial role in uplifting communities. Our commitment to supporting farmers aligns closely with the values of teamwork and resilience found in sports. By investing in local initiatives, we enhance individual lives and strengthen community bonds for a brighter future. American Implement, indebted to the past, committed to the future.
Football presented here by Platinum H Insurance, Plain Jan's Perfect Auto Detailing, Pioneer Communications, New Life Market, Norder Supply, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Midwest Mixer, Metzger Family Farms, Low Tree Farms and Livestock, Lebanon Lawn and Tree, Jackson Legal Group, JF Beaver Advertising, and J.N. Rue Trucking. Well, Scott City, 8 plays all on the ground, 56 yards. They had to overcome a holding call along the way, and they use up 3 minutes and 50 seconds and a 1-yard punch in by Caden Couchman. And this Pablo Solis PAT made this a 21-14 Beaver lead.
Well, it's just like the coach diagrammed it on the blackboard inside at halftime. Adam, I said they would come out and run the football, no passing. They'll go the length of the field and score a touchdown. That is just what we needed to do. Use up clock, use our domination with our running game. Perfect.
Solis kicks this one off. Braylon Mole, Jesus Saucedo deep to return. Wow. Nice end over and kick. This will be returned at the 4-yard line by Mole. Right up the middle. 10-15 as a flag comes out as he takes it to the 24-yard line. Holstein in there. Also in there was Martin Perma, a junior. Good to see him out on the field, but this is probably going to be pinning Goodland inside their own 20-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Kickoffs and punt returns, it seems like it's blocking the back all the time.
Oh, nope.
Oh.
Correction. It's an offensive face mask on Goodland.
Wow. That's unusual.
Yeah, especially on a return team. So that's going to back him up inside the 20 at the 19-yard line, make it the 18-yard line.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
I did not. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 18. 4 minutes into this third quarter, Scott City 21, Goodland 14, week 7 of high school football. The Cowboys will split to 2 receivers to the right, or left, 1 to the right, and they'll send a man in motion. On 1st down, this will be a handoff, and right away, Contreras swallows up Shaden Goodwin for a big loss back at the 15 for a loss of 3.
Oh, man, he barely got that handoff and got drilled by Contreras. It's a wonder he hung on to the football. That could have been an easy fumble.
Contreras only has a handful of tackles this year, 11, but a lot of teams run away from him. That time he swallowed him up and had him for a snack.
Oh, that was a hard hit and a hard put down.
2nd and 13, Goodland 15-yard line for the Cowboys, down 7.5 third quarter. 3 receivers set, tight end over the left side. Shotgun set up for the freshman Reed Cure. So he sends Braylon Mole in motion from right to left. This will be a handoff. No, play fake. Oh, my goodness. Cure gets drilled by Caden Couchman at the 7-yard line, and Cure did not see that at all.
No, and he's left-handed, and that Beaver came from the left side. I don't know what he was looking at, but he took a helmet right under the chin.
And is he going to stay in there? Yes, he is.
He acted like he wanted out.
I mean, do you blame him on that one?
Oh, it's a wonder. I think he's walking. I'll tell you, I thought he got knocked out.
It's now 3rd down and 22 at the 6 for Goodland. So he stays in there. Their backup quarterback, you go Braylon Mole or even you go Jackson Miller. So we're near the midway mark of this third quarter. Scott City leading 21-14. Cowboys 3 of 8 on 3rd downs. They have 22 yards to go. Cure standing at his own goal line to take the snap. Looking left, fires it out. The pass going to be incomplete. And intended that time for Braylon Mole. Peyton Bergner delivers a blow, and Scott City gets a huge 1-2-3 and out on Goodland's opening series of the second half.
Well, that's what we said. We need a 1-2-3 and out to start the second half for Goodland for Scott City's defense. Now, what would be fantastic is get a punt return into the end zone. Bergner's back here to get it.
Yeah. He's got a defensive touchdown, a pick 6. He's got a 26-yard rush. He's standing at about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line of Goodland. The punter is Joseph Von Lintel. He's about 7 yards deep in his own end zone. A high snap. Scott City does go after it, but this is a high spiraling kick, and it's going to take Bergner back to the 45-yard line. Almost got face mask, and he's going to lose yards back to near midfield. And a nice punt that time, about 39 yards, but about -5 on the return. But Scott City, though, will have it at midfield, leading 21-14 with 6:15 to go here in the third stanza.
That might have been a 39-yard punt, but, Adam, that thing was a 50-yard in the air. It was a long time up there coming down. The defense was right there with Bergner when he caught it.
All right, so ball right at the 50-yard line toward the right hash mark. Scott City with their second series of this third quarter, leading by 7. Pistol wing tee. To the right is Wheeler back in that game. He'll get the carry on first down. 45-yard line to the 43. He'll gain near 7 on first down. Tackle that time for the Cowboys was made by Trenton Sheldon. 2nd down and about 3 to go.
Nice run. I hope Scott City just keeps the ball on the ground. Let's just keep grinding. Use clock. Make it a short second half.
Wheeler has 12 carries and 88 yards, nearing his first career 100-yard night on 2nd down. Sweet play right side to Bergner. Turns it upfield, 35-30. Follows his lead blocker, 25. Juke move, 20. His juke move, 15, 10. And Bergner inside the 5 as he tripped down at the 5-yard line. Oh, shoot. We got Laundry at the 40-yard line.
They're saying come back. White Hat's saying come back.
And he was like the old human joystick on that run, but it's all for naught. I don't think anybody realizes that for either side. Right at the 40-yard line, and so that's going to back up Scott City to midfield. Man, that's a tough breaker.
Especially after a wonderful run.
That wipes off a 37-yard run for Bergner.
Well, let's do it again. We did it once, we can do it again. Bring it to the left side this time.
5:34 here in this third quarter. Wonder who they got it on, but the ball is at the 49 of Goodland, so 2nd and 11.
I can't read lips, so I can't tell you who did it. Turner's out there talking to him.
2-yard run, 10-yard penalty. Scott City 3 penalties, 25 yards. See if they can overcome this one. Ball near midfield, 2nd and 11. 3 receivers set, Twins left. Scott City leading in their stances. Back to passes. Metzger steps up, fires it for Tarango. He'll make the catch about a yard shy of the first down at the 41 of Goodland. And he was escorted out of bounds that time by Tristan Mai. It'll bring up a 3rd and a yard, so a nice 10-yard completion.
Nice catch by Tarango. Nice throw by Metzger. Right-handed guy, rolling to his left. Got his feet underneath him before he threw that ball. Nice on target. We like a half a yard from being 1st and 10.
Scott City just 1 of 3 on third downs, but this is pretty manageable. 3rd and a yard at the 41-yard line of Goodland, leading by 7. 5:10 to go, 15 to go third quarter. Wheeler first down. Drags a Cowboy, pulling that sled to the 35-yard line for 6 more, and he's at 94 yards on 13 carries and a Beaver 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, he carried that kid, 5 yards easily. Wheeler did on his back. Just a strong kid.
Scott City, 1 pass play in this third quarter. All have been on the ground. 35 of Goodland up by 7. 5 minutes left in this third. Metzger sends a man in motion, counter play, left side. This is the Cashman. Goodland reads it this time, and he'll be dropped for maybe a yard loss. Just the second negative rushing play tonight for Scott City. Sets up a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, there's that counter play. When it works, it is beautiful. It's just a beautiful how it looks like it's going. Everything's going to the right. You've got this guy coming back to the left. Got a hole there usually for this time though. The Goodland Cowboys, they saw what was coming, got penetration, got in there and got him.
Officially no gain. 2nd and 10. Goodland 35. 4:20 left in period 3. 21-14 Scott City. The wing T formation, shotgun setup, Metzger play fake on 2nd down. Out to the flats, Couchman will make the catch, turns it upfield inside the 30, side steps, and near the 25-yard line. He's going to be close to a 1st down, and it'll bring up about a 3rd and a yard. A nice little 10-yard pass play out in the flats. It'll make that 9-yard pass play 3rd and a yard.
You know, one of the things that has been very impressive tonight for me, Adam, is all the new guys who are in new positions, and we haven't had any issues with any of that. Everybody is getting lined up in the proper place.
Scott City looking to convert their 2nd straight 3rd down. They get it on the ground to Wheeler, hits a wall, but he has the 1st down inside the 25 as they try to strip that football as he's pushed back at the 24 for 2. He'll gain officially 2 yards on 3rd and 1. It's a 1st and 10 for Scott City as they move the chains again.
Oh, yeah. Just keep pounding the rock right at him, guys.
He's now at 97 yards after that 3-yard run officially. 3:25, period 3. 21-14 Beavers, man in motion. Play or handoff left side to Couch and breaks through the wall. 15-yard line, and he's into the Lewis Automotive red zone. Down to the Wheeling Electric red zone. Sorry, at the 11-yard line, but a nice gain of 12 for Couchman on his 12th carry for 69 yards and a 1st and 10.
76 J.D. Looters and Bergner kind of had a collision back here, and Looters kind of wanted to help him up, you know. That's nice to see.
Yep, 1st and 10, 11-yard line, 2 receivers to the right, wing to the right, or 2 wings set up. It's be a sweep play right side to Bergner, turns it upfield. Not a lot of room right away, but he'll gain positive yardage to near the 6 on 1st down. As we're under 3 to go here in this third quarter, it was Jesus Saucedo with the tackle. 2nd and medium coming up.
Well, we have running back by committee this year, don't we, Adam?
Yeah.
So it's a great deal.
That ball is at the 7, so that was a 4-yard gain. 56 yards on 6 carries for Bergner. Scott City with 3 backs over 50 yards. This is play number 9 of this drive. Started at midfield. They'll run 3 receivers to the left. Well, Scott City, Metzger on 6-yard line. Wheeler carry left side. Gets a block inside the 5. Wheeler close to the goal line as he gets over 100 yards and is down to the 1. That might be enough, depending on where they spot that, for a 1st down as we stop the clock at 2:08 to go third quarter. And it is a 1st down.
Oh, wow. I mean, they're like, looks like a foot away from the end zone.
That's all they needed. That was the 15th 1st and 10 as well for Scott City. And they have maybe, as I zoom in, maybe 2 or 3 grass blades separating themselves from a 2-score lead.
Well, let's get in there before we celebrate.
Goal to go at the half-yard line for Scott City, up 7 late third. 1 receiver split wide right. Wheeler will finish this drive off. Touchdown, Scott City.
Yes.
Wheeler with his 5th rushing TD of the year, and it's 27-14 Beavers. 1:48 to go third quarter.
That was just Wheeler right off the left side of the center guard gap and just went straight in and kind of jumped into the end zone or dove in. So nothing fancy there.
27-14. So Scott City with a pair of 1-yard runs in this third quarter to score. 1:48 to go in the third stanza. Solis trying to make this a 14-point game, and he does. He's 4 for 4 tonight. Scott City 28, Goodland 14. 1:48 remaining here in period 3. We'll come back in 30 seconds for the kickoff. This is Scott City football.
I am here with Lindley and Odessa to find out.
BBN is brought to you by Ag Management Services, All-in-One Wash, B&H Paving, First National Bank, HRC Feed Yards, JNR, Next Tech Wireless, Pioneer Communications, Red Barn Enterprises.
All right, football presented here tonight by JNR Car and Truck, HRC Feed Yards, Hammy Farms, High Choice Feeders, Great Western Tire, Deckmart Furniture and Appliance, Good Anesthesia and Pain Management Services, Fro Electric, Fro Ag Service, Fro Heating and Cooling, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker. A 10-play drive for Scott City covering 50 yards and 4:27. They get the 1-yard punch in by Matthew Wheeler. Solis' PAT makes this a 28-14 game. Also, we want to thank Z Bottling for hydrating us all season wherever we go for our broadcasts. You see them today for high-quality H2O, purified water, freshly purified, residential, commercial, you name it. Individual bottles, custom labeling, 5-gallon bottles as well. Z Bottling, Scott City. Pablo Solis to kick this one off. A nice end-over and kick, but it's going to be returned by Mole. He stands at his own 10-yard line. They will hand it off left side. And, room the right side, or left side for Goodwin across the 20, 25, and the 30. Wondered when they were going to do that. They picked it at a good time to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, they had two guys back there, and so once the ball was caught, they cross in the back. They don't go upfield. They cross, and they can either hand it off or not hand it off, and he did hand it off, and so then a nice little run.
Goodland's 2 scoring drives. They've started at their own 39, their own 33, and their own 33. They had one at their own 32 that resulted in a turnover. So
they got somebody with a car light on down.
So the point is with good field position, Goodland has scored every time other than one possession when they threw a pick that time, or a pick. So they get the light situation taken care of. And now we're going to be back to action. Goodland 33 for the Cowboys. Their second series of the third quarter. Beavers up 14. Shotgun setup. Kier remains in at quarterback. He'll swing it out to the right. Behind Goodwin on first down.
Lateral?
Oh, man, that was very close. They're going to rule it incomplete. Boy, that is the third time tonight that has happened. They've ruled it incomplete consistently all 3 times, and it's 2nd and 10.
Man, that one, of all of them, Adam, that one looked like a lateral because that was to the back side of that receiver.
I agree. Yeah.
Was Brad Taylor in position to really see that one?
That was a tough call there, but the official on the side, the Scott City side, was also ruling it incomplete. So
he ain't in line either.
3 to the right, 1 to the left, 2nd and 10, Cowboy 33. Goodwin looking downfield. Now under duress, has to tuck it up and run it left side, 32-yard line. He's going to be pushed back that time by Kevin Wiebe. I kept it in the family at least.
Yes, you did.
All right, Dad, older brother, who knows? But it's a loss on the play of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd and 11.
This is perfect. That's what we need, 3rd and 11. Now we need 4th and 11. Make them punt.
Yes. Goodland is 3 of 9 on third downs. This is 3rd and 11 in the final minute of the third quarter. Goodland trailing Scott City 28-14. But Goodland taking their time. They get the play from the sideline, does the quarterback, freshman Reed Kier. He's thrown for 98 yards. He'll run 3 to the right and 1 to the left. Ball on the left hash mark. Cowboy 32-yard line, 3rd and 11. Takes the snap. Now steps up. He's got plenty of time. Still scrambling, and Wheeler will track him down, and he loses the ball. It's still live, and Scott City, I think, fell on it, or did it roll out of bounds? Nope, they say he's down before that. But you had Gosman, you had Kaleb Beaton and Matthew Wheeler in there. Is the ball did it roll out of bounds because they stopped the clock inside the 25 of the 23-yard line?
It had to because that ball popped out, and you could see it pop out. And then, Adam, it must have went out of bounds.
Nope. Now they're running the clock, so I think
it couldn't have went out of bounds.
No.
Maybe they said he was down.
So that might be the end of our third quarter. We'll see if Goodland just takes it to the fourth quarter, and they will. So Scott City had all the points in the third quarter, 14-0. That's the difference in the game. 28-0 or 28-14 as we head to period 4. We'll come back in a minute for the fourth quarter of play. This is Beaver football.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. Visit us online at scottcf.org.
First National Bank of Scott City. One of the few places left that you could call today and speak with a person and be greeted at the door with a friendly face. Come see us at First National Bank, where you will feel at home. Let us help you with your banking needs, whether it be setting up a checking account, savings account, CD, or getting a loan for that new vehicle or home you have been dreaming about. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Football once again here presented by First National Bank Fairleigh Companies, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Huenberg-Benz, Elevate U, LLC. Adam Kadavy, Tim McGonigal with you here from Cowboys Stadium in Goodland. Scott City leading 28-14 as we head to the fourth quarter of play. Goodland in punt formation on a 4th and 20 at their own 23. Wide snap at the kick. Oh, it's a shanker. Scott City needs to yell Peter and get out of the way. It'll roll across the 40 to the 45-yard line, just a 22-yard punt, and Scott City will start on the plus side of the 50 with 11:51 to go, leading by 28-14 margin.
Well, that is exactly what the doctor ordered, and we have Scott City has great field position after that poor punt.
As I mentioned, Scott City had went 0 for 4 in their last 4 attempts in the red zone. They're 2 of 2 in that third quarter. That's a big story. They had 94 yards, make that 96 yards in that third quarter. Goodland had minus 22.
That is fantastic defense.
Scott City leading by 2 scores. On the right hash mark, going to the east end zone in the fourth quarter at the Cowboy 45. Metzger will hand it off left side to Couchman, turns it upfield, breaks through a couple tackles. He'll gain about 4 on first down to the Goodland 41. Brought down that time by Bo Weibel, a sophomore. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Holcomb leading Hugoton now 12-7 at the end of the third quarter down at Hugoton.
Well, we knew that was going to be a ball game.
Scott City will take 4 yards in cloud of dust here in this fourth quarter.
That's what I'm planning on.
They lead at 28-14.
Unbalanced line to the right.
They'll run 2 receivers to the right. Tight end right side is Holstein. They'll run 1 receiver left, Irvin. Pistol back is going to be Matthew Wheeler. Now they send Bergner in motion on second, a quick toss right side. This is to Wheeler, trying to turn it upfield. He'll get about 3 to the 38, setting up a 3rd down and about 3. So he got half the yardage needed for a first down, and he has 107 yards on 17 carries.
That's awesome. You said that was the first time he's been over 100?
Yes, if my memory serves me right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes it fails me. I hope I'm wrong.
Oh, you're a young guy. You don't have mental problems.
Yeah, 3rd down coming up. Yeah, well, I'm
That's
getting
coming
there.
from an old guy.
3rd and 3. A high snap, but it's reeled in. And Couchman pushes forward. He'll be close to a first down. He may be about a half a yard shy at the 35.5. They'll give him credit for 2, but it'll bring up 4th and a half a yard for Scott City.
I think he actually ran into Gossman, and that slowed him down. And then the Goodland guys got a hold of him.
And Weeby checks back in on 4th and a yard here with 10:08 to go. Scott City 0 of 1 on 4th downs tonight, leading at 28-14. But this is a big one in this game.
Yeah, it is. That way we can keep the clock running.
Scott City's had the ball for 3:50 and 4:27 in this second half. And plus this drive over 2 minutes. Two receivers stacked to the right. They send Weeby in motion from right to left. On 4th down and a yard, it'll be a reverse right side. And Irvin, he's going to be stopped a yard shy of the first down right at the 36. And Scott City will be denied a first down with 9:37 to go at the Cowboy 36.
I don't know. What were we, half a yard from the?
Yep.
Half a yard.
But that's the way it goes.
It is the way it goes.
Something new Scott City showed there. Now Goodland will have it at their own 37, 1st and 10. 9:37 to go in the game, 28-14. Scott City with the 2-score lead. 4 receivers set, 2 to both sides. Reed Cure remains in at quarterback. Back to pass. Steps up now, pocket collapses, and he's going to be brought down all the way back at the 26-yard line. That time, Emilio Contreras, Matthew Wheeler, Blaze Gossman with a meeting in the backfield for a loss on the play of about, they'll say, loss of 9 to the 28.
Cure has looked like a freshman in the second half. First half, he looked like a senior ready to go to college.
Yep.
But not this half.
2nd down and 19 at the 28-yard line.
Cure's the quarterback at Goodland Cowboys. I better put that in there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't believe he's running the team as a freshman.
He's been pretty poised for the most part. Scott City getting pressure on him in the second half. 4 receivers set 2 by 2. Ball toward the left hash mark, 27-yard line, 2nd and 19. Back to pass is Cure. Pump fakes now under duress, and he's down again. Wheeler gets him at the ankles. And Gossman back inside the 25 at the 21-yard line, a 6-yard sack. And it's 3rd and state line to go for the Cowboys for the first down.
That's a good way to put it. You know, Adam, we didn't blitz anybody. Just our 4 down linemen, 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends against 5 linemen, and we broke through there and got it.
We got a timeout on the field taken by Goodland. We'll take a 30-second break, 8:19 to go, 4th quarter, 28-14 Scott City. Back in 30 seconds, this is Beaver football.
Great Western Tire of Scott City is available for tire repair and replacement, oil changes, tire rotation, balancing, alignment, and bulk fuel delivery to keep your equipment going. They also offer 24-hour emergency service calls. Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. At Deckmart, they offer a variety of quality furniture, including sofas, recliners, lift chairs, dining sets, bars, bar stools, mattresses, and more. They carry GE and Speed Queen appliances and are happy to quickly service what they sell with a local repairman. Great Western Tire and Deckmart Furniture and Appliances. Small-time friendliness with big city service and quality.
Back here at Cowboys Stadium in Goodland, football presented by T-Cow Bayer, Clint's Diesel Repair, Circle C Farms, Shells, Flowers, and more, Burning Farms, Beefbelt, Beavertown FFL, Beaver Creek Feeders, Bartlett Grain, B&H Paving, and American Implement. Goodland, Tim, called that timeout. You saw it as well. Reed Cure, the freshman, really under a lot of pain. They're looking at him, and the trainer is a familiar one to Scott City over on that sideline, 2014 graduate Holly Wilcoxon.
Yeah, you told me that earlier in pregame, and I thought, wow, I remember Holly playing basketball. Yeah, Cure is really hurting over there on the sideline. We don't know what it is. But he went to the sideline. Looks like it's his hand or wrist or something.
It's going to be Mole at quarterback. He has not attempted a pass all year. 3rd and 25, 22-yard line for Goodland in their own territory. They'll run 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mole takes the snap. We got movement. I think this might be a neutral zone infraction on Scott City.
Nah, they're saying illegal procedure.
We had 1 signal illegal procedure, 1 signal offsides or encroachment. Yep, it is false start on Goodland. Their 4th penalty of the night. So it ends up being 3rd and forever now.
Yeah, that's not what they needed, but it's good for the Beavers.
3rd and 30.
That is ridiculous.
And you know, with 8:18 to go in this game and Goodland down a timeout in the second half, do they even, if they don't get enough for the first down, and if it's 4th and long, do they even consider going for it down 2 scores? Back to passes Mole as he rolls to his right. He will just fire it up for grabs, and this is going to be deflected and caught on the 34-yard line off a deflection of Irvin, caught by Jackson Miller at the 34-yard line. They are 13 yards shy of the first down, though.
Well, we thought it was going to be a pick and an interception. I mean, our guy had both hands on it, but it went through him. And then the Goodland kid caught it right on the sideline in front of the Goodland coaches.
Oh. And
in high school football, you only have to have 1 foot in.
And now, there's really no decision right now. It's go for it on 4th and 13 after they gain 17.
Absolutely, Adam.
And the clock stopped with 8:12 to go, but Goodland has been perfect on 4th downs tonight, 3 of 3. 4th and 13, Goodland at their own 34-yard line. That's their first positive play of the second half, by the way. And movement all across the board on the left side, some left side of the line, really getting a little excited, trying to get a head start on the pass rush. You could get by with that in the NFL, but not in high school.
Yeah, no, that was just, it didn't look good.
So it brings up 4th and 18.
And I would think on a play like this that Scott City will blitz those linebackers just to add a little more chaos to the Goodland side. At least that's my thought.
It's a little bit more, it's a pretty quick quarterback as well, and maybe a little fresher one that hasn't taken the brunts of the hits lately as well. So that's going to be important for the DNs to have contained. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 4th and 18. Time for Mole. Now he'll step up. He is going to be grabbed by the jersey, but not for long. Wheeler will bring him down eventually back at the 25-yard line. That is a loss on the play. Let's see, it was 4 yards, but it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, this is perfect. For Scott City, now they got the ball in fantastic field position. What is that, 25-yard line?
Yep, 25.
I think you'll just see Scott City run the football right at Goodland, use up clock. And if we get in the end zone, we get in the end zone. If we don't, that's okay. Let's run the clock. I think that'll be the plan from this point on.
So 25-yard line of Goodland for Scott City, 1st and 10. The Beavers will send 3 receivers out to the formation with a wing to left, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Metzger to take the shotgun snap from Kaleb Beaton, back to pass. Steps up, looks, fires it for the end zone for Bergner. He will, it went off his hands and incomplete. It went off his shoulder pad. Coverage there applied in the back there that time by Jesus Saucedo. 2nd down, 10, 25-yard line. Scott City was going for the dagger that time.
Sure were. I didn't think that would happen. But it was a good thrown ball. I mean, Bergner, I think it actually hit him in the helmet, you know. I don't know if his hands got on it. And he had plenty of room in the end zone if he'd have caught it.
2nd and 10, 25-yard line of Goodland for Scott City. They will keep it on the ground this time for Wheeler, and Goodland, well, he's still down going, but he loses a yard, but a late flag will be tossed. And that was a good toss of the flag by the official.
Sure was. I don't know what he saw.
Wheeler will lose a yard. Now, if this is on Scott City, Goodland may, to preserve time, decline this penalty with 7:45 to go, remaining a 2-score game. And they will actually back him up. So Scott City will have the 4th penalty for 35 yards. I thought maybe they would decline it just to preserve some time on the clock.
So they will start the clock once they get it set here?
Well, I don't think they even have it set right. It should be at the 35, not the 36. So it's 2nd and 21. Should be 2nd and 20 at the 35. They spotted the ball back an extra yard.
I don't think anybody's complaining.
And the clock stops with 7:45 to go 4th quarter. Now decision time for the Beavers. Up 2 scores. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left, wing to the right. Metzger to take the shotgun snap. Rolls to his right, steps up, fires it. Oh, it's deflected and almost intercepted. Tried to hit Cashman, but right there was Ethan Herenick, as it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 21 at the 36-yard line.
Boy, so much for running clock here.
Yep,
we've run, 20 seconds off this?
Yep, 7:40 to go. Scott City, 3 of 6 on 3rd downs. They have 21 yards to go at the 36 of Goodland. They'll send a man in motion. That's Bergner from left to right, and it'll be back to pass. As it sets up a middle screen here for Wheeler, he will drop it. That was probably a good call or decision to drop it that time. He wouldn't have gained, or he would have probably lost yardage. And it's going to set up a 4th down, but Scott City goes 3 and out. Price covered him that time in 4th and 21. And
I don't think they're punting, Adam.
Now they're going to go for it. 7:35 to go, 4th and 21 at the 36.
Now's the time to throw it in the end zone, and either your guy catches it or they catch it. It'd be like a punt. And if it gets dropped, well, then it's at the right there where they're snapping the ball from. But
30.
I go for the end zone.
4th and 21, 36-yard line. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the right. Here's Metzger. Will take the pass. Scott City looking for the first 4th down conversion, and they will not get it as he gets hit and loses the football at the 38, and Goodland recovers it. So turnover on downs, a sack fumble that time, and Scott City just went the wrong way there, and Goodland will take over with 7:28 to go, down 2 scores.
Well, we give the ball back to, let's see, is Cure in there or is Mole quarterback?
It's going to be Mole remaining at quarterback.
Okay.
Cure's night's probably done. They have the ball at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10, 28-14, Scott City lead. 7:28 to go, 4th quarter. 2 receivers set to the left, 2 to the right as well. Mole completed his lone attempt on a 3rd and 30 for 17 yards. Then he got sacked on 4th down. Scott City showed blitz initially. Now Mole will sling it out. Passes could have caught and drilled it immediately that time by Couchman. Condi with the catch at the 45 for a gain of 7.
Couchman, what a hit. I'm telling you, that was like, I'm impressed the receiver hung on to the football.
Oh, for sure. He drilled him right at the 45. It's 2nd and 3. Clock winding, 7 minutes to go, 4th quarter, 28-14 your lead for Scott City. Beavers trying to get their first district win. Goodland with the football and a 4 receiver set, 2 by 2. Pistol set up. Braylon Mullen at quarterback. Back to pass on 2nd down. Now under duress, he rolls to right. Oh, that was a flag should have been called, but the pass does sail incomplete. That time Wheeler got pulled down. They let it play through. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Well, these officials are not flag happy.
No.
Which is wonderful.
So 3rd and 3. This is manageable for the Cowboys. They are 3 of 11 on 3rd downs. Here with 6:40 to go, 4th quarter. They have 2 timeouts left. They'll run 2 receivers to both sides. One in the backfield. Mole coming in at quarterback. Sends Shayton Goodwin to his right. Taking his time, claps the hands, back to pass. Under duress now as he steps up, and he is going to throw it late, underthrown and incomplete on the run. Boy, I think he would like to have that one back. He may have had a 1st down. It's going to be a 4th down.
You're right, Adam. He could have run, easily made that 4 yards and had a 1st and 10. But we're glad he threw it.
Yes. Break for the Beavers there. 4th and 3, but Goodland, at times they've struggled on 3rd down tonight. Now just 3 of 13. They're 3 of 4 on 4th downs. Trailing here by 14 with 6:34 to go, 4th quarter. See, this defense could get one more stop here. Cowboys will run 3 to the right or left for the formation. Trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Mold taking the snap here on 4th and 3 at their own 45-yard line. Steps back to pass, rolls to his left, steps up, guns it deep on a wheel pattern. The pass is going to be jump ball and deflected and incomplete. They were trying to get it that time. The intended receiver was Carter Yost. It's a turnover downs Cook. And I believe Holstein also on the coverage.
Yeah, that was a jump ball.
How about that defensive stop for Scott City? Goodland got 7 on 1st down, and Goodland had 3 plays to get 3 yards, and they were unsuccessful.
Yeah, that was great defense by Scott City. But Goodland's got that new quarterback. That Mole kid has played all the game. He's been in the game the whole time, but he hadn't been playing quarterback. So
45 of Goodland, 1st and 10 for Scott City. This is the 3rd straight series that they've started on the plus side of the 50. Toss right side. This is to Bergner. Turns it upfield, 40, 35, 30. Here he goes, 25-20. Bergner with another house call. Touchdown, Scott City. There's your dagger with 6:20 to go in the 4th quarter. 34-14 Beavers up on Goodland.
Wheeler on the backside here at the line of scrimmage. Slow getting up. But there were some nice blocks at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. And Bergner with that speed, he saw the hole. There was a real fast Goodland kid coming, but he then changed his direction and ran for the corner of the end zone. and outrun that kid to the pay dirt.
45-yard run for Bergner puts him over the century mark tonight, and the Beavers with a 20-point lead and make it a 21-point advantage with the Pablo Salas PAT. 35-14 Beavers, 6:20 to go. 30-second timeout. We'll come back with a kickoff. This is Scott City football.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Berta Binns and sales associates Sam Giesick and Joni Stegman today.
Back here at the Cowboys Stadium, well, Scott City, one play, one score. A nice 11-second drive. Bergner, from 45 yards out, he has 101 yards tonight and 2 touchdowns on 7 carries. Matthew Wheeler, 107 and 17. The Beavers have done it on the ground precisely in the second half, and they have a 35-14 lead with 6:20 to go. We're back here at Cowboys Stadium in Goodland, and that might have been the final dagger there, Tim.
Well, that's there's just, in my mind, there's just no way Goodland is going to come back.
And you'd mentioned it as well. Scott City had been close to breaking one of those open, and there it was.
Yes, yeah, I just kept thinking it was going to happen, a big long one.
Here's Salas to boot this one away. Angles it right side. This will be taken at about the 5-yard line. Oh, he almost went down the knee. They faked their first and fumbled it, and it's still loose. Scott City has it at the 11-yard line, I think. And they do.
Yep.
Chayton Goodwin, and I couldn't see, I believe it was Jesus Saucedo trying to hand it off. They fumble it. Scott City has forced 3 turnovers tonight, and the Beavers can pour it on here with the ball in the Wheatland Electric red zone at the 12-yard line.
Well, they tried that handoff. You know, the guy catches it, and then they both run at each other instead of going upfield, and then they hand it off or not hand it off. They tried the handoff, and they're both running full blast when they go by each other. So the ball's laying on the turf, and he couldn't get back there in time to get on it. The Beavers were closer.
They marked this officially at the 12 of Goodland, 1st and 10. A receiver split left. Tailback right now is Kevin Wiebe. Tight end is Holstein. This will be a carry left side for Wiebe. He stumbles inside the 10, inside the 5, and Wiebe finds the end zone. Touchdown, Scott City. Just his 2nd carry of the year, and it's now 41-14 with 6:07 to go.
Oh, man.
It only took him 7 seconds to find the end zone. He has the fastest score of the night on a drive.
Fastest score on the drive. Oh, that was awesome.
All right. So Scott City hits the 40-point mark for the 2nd time this year. Salas for the extra point. Flag, encroachment, Goodland.
Yeah, that end over there on that north side, he's been close to doing that on this extra point attempt all night long.
Scott City go for the 8-yard or 18-yard PAT. Yes, they will.
The clock is running at him.
Oh, that's all right. They're doing it here. They want to get home earlier, too, beat their curfew.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Kick is on the way, and it is good. It's 42-14, and the running clock, 5:45 to go, 4th quarter. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Beaver football.
Are you struggling with low energy or just not feeling like yourself? Do you need to make time for self-care and rejuvenation? Come see us at Elevate U. Elevate U is a hometown medical spa that offers a relaxing environment. We offer aesthetics such as Botox and are your comprehensive source for lab draws, injectable and IV therapies, weight loss consultation, and hormone treatment for men and women. Elevate yourself and set up an appointment today with Elevate U. Located at 105 West 11th Street in Scott City, text or call 872-7675 or find us online at elevateumumedspa.com.
After a fumble on the kickoff by Goodland, the Beavers recovered at the 12, and number 13 goes 12 yards on one play. So Scott City 2 plays, 2 touchdowns on the last 2 possessions, and they go up 28 with 5:40 to go here at 42-14. A little bit more breathing room now for the Beavers.
There's no way. I mean, they'd have to run this kickoff back for a touchdown. Kick an onside kick and get the ball. I just don't see it happening.
Salas to kick this one off. As it's a Goodwin, and also back there is Jesus Saucedo, a pair of seniors for Goodland on their senior night. Scott City will host Colby on senior night next Friday. 7 o'clock kickoff at Darner Field. See you there.
Okay, I'll be there.
5:40, though, left in this one. And Solis will kick this one off. Angles this one left side. It's a sidewinder, and it rolls inside the 5, but rolls out of bounds. And Goodland will get it at their own 40, or make that 35-yard line as it goes out at the 1. But it's a 25 yards from the kickoff, in case you're wondering how they determine where the ball is set if it goes out of bounds.
I've wondered about that.
25 yards from the kickoff at the 35.
Well, that's a good rule.
Unless maybe they want to try a return, but no time running off the clock this time. 5:40 to go, fourth quarter. Some subs starting to get in there.
That's good. This is when I used to get a play.
Yeah, me too. Chaston Anderson, if you're not playing guard, end, or tackle during the regular part of the game, this is your time. And now, in for Scott City is a sophomore, Kirby Rohrbaugh. 35-yard line for Goodland, 1st and 10. They'll send a man in motion. That's Johnston, the wing to the right now. Mole sends a man in motion. Correction, we have a new quarterback. That is Jackson Miller. And up the middle goes Goodland. Goes left side, 40, 45, midfield, 45, where he's escorted out of bounds by Irvin at the 40-yard line. A 25-yard run for Goodwin. And the first positive run of this second half by Goodland. They were minus 34, make it minus 38 before that run of 25 yards.
Wow. That just broke open just like boom.
And that was Goodland's first down of this second half as well.
Man.
Stop the clock, though, with 5:32 to go. 42-14 Scott City. Goodland will send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Scott City starting to sub in some more players here. Man in motion is Mole. Miller will hand it off to Goodwin on first down. Hits a seam. 35, 30-yard line, 25. And Irvin will escort him out of bounds at the 22 for 18 more.
That was the same play, different running back.
No, it was the same running back.
Oh, was it the same?
Yep, number 8, yep.
Well, it was the same play. You know, that was, and I feel that way. If it's not broke and the other team hasn't stopped it, run it again. I'd be shocked if they don't call the same play again.
Yep, 22-yard line. So Chayton Goodwin, 7 carries and 48 yards. He has 43 yards on this drive on 2 plays as they're down to the 23-yard line. These are the only first downs of this second half for Goodland. 5:26 clock stop, fourth quarter. 42-14 Scott City. Cook is corner over to the right side. Solis in there defending Mole. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They'll send Mole in motion from right to left. Jackson Miller, the week 1 starter, run the option pitch play right side. He'll keep it himself and gets tackled at the 19-yard line for a pickup of 3 on first down. And that was Kaleb Beaton there with the stop. And I've got to say something about Kaleb. I've been warned, never call him Bob because Grandma back home gets upset if they call him Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaleb, yeah.
Oh, really?
So I'm minding my P's and Q's and calling him Kaleb.
Okay, good for you. Grandma won't be mad at you.
No. 4:55 to go. Second down, and we'll call it 6 at the 18. Man in motion is Mole. Hand off right up the middle to Goodwin. Got past a couple of blitzers, but takes it to about the 16 for 2. Goodwin for about 3, actually, the 15. It'll set up about a 3rd and 3.
Well, the best part about this is they're being tackled in bounds now, and that clock is running.
That's
Instead
right.
of being out of bounds like the first 2 plays this drive.
And how about that? Coming out is Emilio Contreras, and I believe that was just Bentley and Guanza making the run out onto the field. The freshman out there on 3rd and 3 at the 15-yard line of Scott City for Goodland. 4:08 to go. Goodland's second trip into the red zone. They're 2 of 2. All coming in the first half. Handoff up the middle and close to a first down. Like some.
Oh, they're saying 4.
4th down. Goodwin will be about a yard shy of the first down at the 13. He'll gain 2. And it brings up 4th and a yard. This will be their 6th play of this drive. It's burned off just over 2 minutes because the first 2 runs went out of bounds. Also in there is a junior for Scott City, Ian Rodriguez. So Scott City subbing in some different players on that front wall, getting him warmed up for Monday's home JV game with Goodland.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nobody out on the receiver out there. And now Adrian Garcia reacts in plenty of time on 4th and a yard from the 13. Man in motion. It'll be miscommunication. And and a drop back at the 21-yard line that time by Brody Holstein Miller. Brought down that time on a little confusion that time by Goodland. That's a 7-yard loss. And it's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, he never saw that coming. Holstein just came in from that north side of the field, and when that guy turned around, it was boom, Holstein.
All right, so Scott City will have their second unit out there. First time since the opening play of the third quarter that Scott City will be in their own territory, now at their own 20-yard line. And looks like with 3:11 to go, they're going to send in the JV offense in there. Get them a little varsity action under the Friday night lights.
That's a good thing.
And we'll see who's also at quarterback as well. I believe that's going to be the freshman, Jackson Harris, the 5'7", 130-pound freshman. And Coach Jim Turner going to settle the troops down a little bit more, calm down their nerves, and burn a timeout. 3:11 to go, fourth quarter. Let's take a 1-minute break for now. Scott City up 42-14. Back in a minute. This is Beaver football.
Nextech Wireless has been offering superior coverage to Kansans for close to 20 years. My, how things have changed. Bringing us to modern technology we trust and depend on. Rain or shine, wind or snow, we'll be there. Because we live here too. We're investing in our communities and connecting Kansans. It's not a gimmick, it's our guarantee.
I think it's Perma. Martin Perma with the carry to the 21-yard line, wearing number 23, the 5'9" junior, gets the carry there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It's 2:48 to go, fourth quarter. Scott City with their second unit out there. Freshman quarterback Jackson Harris sends the pistol wing tee and hands it off right side. This is the Solis, and he gets hit by Price right for about a gain of a yard to the 22-yard line.
Oh.
Now they're talking it over. They said the ball ripped away, and I think they ruled it down first. It's not going to be a touchdown because it was a dead ball situation with 2:33 to go, clock stopped.
Man, I don't know.
Solis with the carry.
Now he's going to have a talk with.
Actually, no gain on the play for Solis.
Wow. That was kind of strange, Adam. Did you think the ball carrier was on the ground? I didn't.
I didn't either, but I think they blew the whistle ahead of that. Oh, they did give it to Goodland.
Can they give him a continue? And that was.
No, I think it's dead ball situation.
Man.
So, okay, that's an unusual situation there. The ball will be at the Goodland or Scott City 20-yard line with 2:33 to go.
Well, we're very fortunate that wasn't a touchdown because their kid continued right on into the end zone.
So about where Goodland ended their last drive on 4th down, they'll take over 1st and 10. And the Beavers with a couple of turnovers tonight and some confusion there.
Now we got way too many Beavers on the field.
Not enough on the line. It's like a mixture of ones, and it looks like the first team back out there for Scott City.
We got 11.
Yeah, it's the first team for Scott City back out there with 2:33 to go. Johnston in motion as a wing to the right. Now they send Mole in motion as a slot receiver from left to right. Up the middle to Goodwin on first down. Hits a wall, brought down by Eisenhower and others at the 19-yard line for a gain of 1. So 42-14 Scott City, by the way. Sorry for all the confusion. We're just trying to follow along with what the officials are deciding here. But they've been consistent tonight.
They have. I thought they've called a really good game.
2nd and 9, they say gain of 2. 2nd and 8, 18-yard line for the Cowboys. They're in the red zone. 4 receivers set. 2 by 2. Back to pass. A low snap here for Jackson Miller as he takes off to his right. He's just going to tuck it up and run, and runs out of real estate on the far sideline. Goodland crowd that's remaining here wanted a extracurricular or late hit out of bounds, but nothing to show for it at the 15.
Yeah, no flags.
And all that does is stop the clock and delay the inevitable.
I thought he should have thrown it in the end zone. Give his guy a chance to catch the football.
Well, he hasn't thrown the ball since week 1.
Yeah, but so what? He threw it a couple of times earlier.
Goodland 3 of 14 on third downs. They're 3 of now 6 on fourth downs tonight. Third down, 5, 15 of Scott City, 1:43 to go, 42-14 Beaver advantage. Miller will be back to pass. Steps up as he's flushed out of the pocket, still looking now, has to turn it up and run, has a first down inside the 10, inside the 5, and he's going to run in, touchdown Goodland.
We're going to see that onside kick, Adam.
Yep. So Goodland takes advantage of a turnover, and it's 42-20 with 1:35 to go. Their first points of the second half, and that ends the 28-0 Scott City run. They are going to go for 2. This is big because of the points differential in districts. It's 22. The margin, the max you can get is 21. So this turns into a big points thing. Remember, they lost only by 20 to Holcomb 3 weeks ago here. They trail by 22 here. But if there happens to be a 3-way tie, it comes down to all the point scenarios.
Yeah, you're right.
And they go to the right hash mark at the 3-yard line. Miller back to pass. Steps up and will try to take off. And he throws it late, and it's caught in the end zone. 2-point conversion is successful, and it's 42-22 with 1:35 to go.
Wow.
Mole with the catch. We'll head to a 30-second break. This is Beaver football.
I'm Sergio Martinez, and I am a member of the Beaver Broadcasting Network staff. Our team works together to bring varsity sports events to fans near and far. Our team is participating in Giving Day, which is organized by Scott Community Foundation. All the funds donated will go towards a new set of studio lights. Please help us learn with industry standard equipment by donating at scottcf.org on November 6th.
View their inventory online at jrcarandtruck.com. Goodland takes advantage of a turnover in short field. They go 3 plays and 20 yards, take off 58 seconds, a 15-yard scramble by backup quarterback Jackson Miller, the 2-point conversion Miller to Braylon Mole, and it's 42-22 with 1:35 to go. And it's onside kick season now.
It sure is.
And Scott City will get the hands team out there.
There's just no doubt about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11.
But 10 on that first 2 walls, 5 on at the just across the 50, another 5 at the 40. And Horenick to kick this from the 40. It's not like he has kicked it up in the air much tonight. And this is live ball, and it's caught by Adrian Garcia at the 42-yard line. Good recovery that time by Adrian with 1:33 to go, and that's where Scott City will take over. And so the number 1s come back out on the field.
Which is probably a good idea.
Yeah. Let's just get this one finished off.
And Goodland still has 2 timeouts, it looks like.
The game next week will be in Scott City against Colby. Goodland will have to go all the way down to Hugoton to have an outside chance of getting the playoffs, they would need a Colby win over Scott City by a wide margin, maybe have an outside chance, and they would have to beat Hugoton to begin. Handoff on first down up the middle. Wiebe takes it to the 45-yard line, and Goodland will lighten the load of timeouts. Gain of about 3 on first down. Timeout taken there.
Yeah, I thought they'd probably take both of their timeouts just because they got. Oh, no, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't. Okay, I thought they did. I heard the whistle blow a little longer, so they did not.
Yeah.
So final minute of this one, and Goodland is going to drop their 4th straight. They'll be 2-5 on the year. Headed to Hugoton next week. Scott City snaps that 2-game losing streak. And here, get this, Tim. Scott City, since district play began in 1981, has never had a winless district season.
Wow.
Including now. 40 seconds to go. Maybe one more play left in this one, and that'll be a catchment carry. He'll turn it upfield. He'll be near first down to the 49, 50-yard line, about a 2 yards shy. He'll gain 5 on second down. He had 80 yards on 15 carries. Scott City with 2 over the century mark, and that might do it here from Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, that could be the last play. They could just let the clock run out.
And I think
they're gonna
they will.
Yeah, that's good.
3rd and 2, and that's going to be it. Scott City walks to their huddle. Goodland or sideline. Goodland does as well. The Beavers have now won 22 straight against the Goodland Cowboys since 2005, and they have a explosive second half and dominate here, winning at 42-22. As they improve to 5-3 on the year, 1-2 in the district. Goodland drops to 0-3 in the district, and they are now 2-5 overall. We'll begin our post-game coverage after this 3-minute break. This is Beaver football.
With low energy or just not feeling like yourself? Do you need to make time for self-care?
On the plains of western Kansas, where the sunsets gleam, stands our home, Scott High forever, students, friends, and teens. Hail to you, our alma mater, Beaver strong and true. Win or lose, we stand